People! Fourth podcast, special guest, the Vman, JayNotion and Vman podcast. What we saying? What we saying? How we doing, people?
What up, home size? Hello, everyone.
Much requested. We're here. We're finally here. How many times have we thought about doing this, mate? This podcast.
God, it's been so long, bruv. So long. And finally, we've been. You tell everyone in a minute. I've been messing about with Zoom.
Yeah. This is good. This is one good thing. Why? Any tips for you guys out there? If you're going to do a podcast, you're going to do anything when you do stuff like this, do shit where we mess about. Don't schedule it in. Don't time it in. Just do it. Just practice it. Get it out there because shit goes wrong.
And it really does.
And I'm out.
It's been perfect today.
That's my contribution, mate.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, thanks for joining us, people. Thanks to those of you watching on YouTube. We were going to do this on Twitch, but we're not good enough yet, so fuck you. We're going out live on YouTube. I like Twitch. It's a good platform.
Yeah.
But fuck you.
But seriously, that right there.
You can't squad stream unless you're an affiliate, which I think is pretty shit, but there you go. We've got around it. We're on Zoom. We're in the bag. We're doing it. Here we are. We're live. We're locked in. So, we got some questions from some subscribers. So, some of them are a little bit weird and funky, fruity. That's what we want. So, we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves. So, this is episode 1 podcast, guys. There's no sort of limit, I don't think, is there, how many we're going to do? We're just going to...
No. I think we just go in, talk as it comes, isn't it? Yeah. Thing is, my man, my brother from another mother, he's just going to carry on. We've been talking about this for a while. He's going to host it and organise it because, well, to be fair, he's the better man with tech and all that. So he's taking the reins for this one and see how it goes, isn't it? Yeah?
See how it goes, mate. See how it goes. Before we start,
fun.
Ching, ching.
Oh, yeah.
Have a little clink.
Clink.
Look at that glass. I love that glass. That's brilliant.
For the first episode. Cheers.
This is the thing. It's been sat there so long, this beer, that we're fucking about. It's gone a little bit warm now. But there we go.
That's all right. Be all right.
Let's get it cracking then. So this episode is mainly going to be about us, because a lot of you have requested to talk about ourselves, our roots, how we got started and all that shebang. So it's basically, this is your life story, really. So let's start with the first one. Roots. Do you want to go first, mate? Talk about your roots. Where you're from. How old are you? What's your settings?
Ooh. My roots. Okay.
Levi roots.
Huh?
Do you Levi roots? Do my
Levi roots? Nah, Levi roots. Was it? I'm a lot older than Mr. Notion over there. I'm 40 years old. I know. I look about 20, don't I? Was it? I've been gaming since the Nintendo was out. I think it was out. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4. I've still got the 1 still. The 2 of which got sacrificed. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. I still kept some of the games as memorabilia because of God of War. God of War is my bag actually, which my good man knows. Roots is we're both locals, aren't we? In Bristol, aren't we?
Bristol born and bred. Although I cheated a little bit, I've gone over the bridge now, but both born and bred in Bristol, aren't we?
Born and bred Bristol.
Are you born in Bristol?
I was, yeah. St Michael, same as Jack Dash. What about you?
Same hospital as me.
Yeah. St Michael,
we've known each other all these years. We're still learning shit. It's crazy.
Yeah. I know, that's the thing though. But the thing is, a game in that, well, my man, it's like we've got kids, haven't we? We've both got 2 boys. They suppose it one, but their initials are both with J's. Hang on, there's my boy over there actually. Probably see him there.
In the background, yeah.
I've
got Minecraft in mine.
Yeah.
I got his toys, no boy. Just the toys.
Yeah. But well, how did we meet? We met at work, and then unfortunately, we're both going for a bit of hardship, weren't we? And it turns out that we're the same sort of people. Look like that. Literally, a short space of time, we became best friends, became brothers. Simple as that.
Happened, mate.
And then just became gaming partners. Just love playing games. Love the same interests.
Yeah.
Was a bit of fighting and all that. He's a good martial artist. And it's like I've only dabbled in a few things. So obviously, I wouldn't when my ass get kicked by my man over here, but you know what I mean?
Just broke a few faces in your time, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, well, maybe 1 or 2 if they got my face. No, I don't condone violence.
We don't condone violence, but give them a slap if you need to. That's what my instructor always used to tell me. Yeah, roots for me is pretty much the same, mate. I'm born in Bristol, live in Wales now. It's really quiet compared to Bristol. Fucking hell. All you can really do over here is smell the cow shit and Locals are locals are nice.
Your
Apart from when they hit your car. Apart from when they hit your fucking car.
Let me show you something real quickly. I know, but let me show you something real quickly. What Jason does before we're gaming. This is what we always do. We're in the club. He's got his window about. I'd say about here. This is Jason. Let me show you what JayNotion does. Yeah. Well, before we start gaming, looking at his window.
I might be checking for gypsies or cow shit. One of them.
Cow shit. Cow shit is the main one.
It's one of them. Oh, it stinks, but it's so hot in this house because it's like a newer build house. You've got to have the windows open all the time.
Where is it? It's to the side of you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Anything else you want to add about your roots, mate? Anything else you want to say?
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't quite simple, really.
Brothers and sisters?
Oh, yeah, got a sister. Good sister. She does my head in all the time. Yeah, got my nephew. My nephew's up there somewhere, I think. Maybe. No, he's on that wall. Yeah, he's on that wall.
He's on that wall, yeah.
Nephew, my son, sister, mum. The only things I really care about, really, apart from my man over here. You know what I mean? I'm a family person. And, well, I'm one of these people which loves anime, horror. Yeah, I'm all over it. And that's another thing as well. Every time there's something on Netflix or something else, other sort of platform, straight away, our WhatsApp list is so big, it's ridiculous. I'm straight away, JayNotion, check this out, and he's the same. Yeah, always on the
check it.
Yeah, another one to add to the list. When I get rid of one thing on my list, 3 more gets added. It's always the way. In that trading, all the time.
Keeps growing that list, like Amazon, isn't it? Amazon wish list. It just doesn't end.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, he's like family now, so that's the thing. So, well, from day one, we kind of knew each other with family. It's like I know his son, know his family, knows mine as well. So that's what you know about me and this man.
Yeah. Pretty much the same. Well, clearly not the same, but roots-wise, Bristol. My dad's originally from Birmingham. Mum's from Bristol. I've got quite a big family. Got one sister. I've got loads of more cousins than I can count, but one sister living in Wales. I got a dog, 2 lizards, a girlfriend. You know, it's all happy days. We met through same job, didn't we? Started off same sort of level, I think, doing the same role, didn't we?
That's quite a while ago now, isn't it?
God, I'm talking 6. It's got to be 7 or 8 years now, easily, maybe even longer.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
When was it just after Jack was born, wasn't it? I think maybe.
I've been there 6 there. Well, is it 6 or 7 years this year?
I was there when I was with Nat, wasn't it? So around that sort of time. So it's a while now. But yeah, that's the point. Actually, my family's originally from Mauritius. Been loads of times took my son over there. Nice place. If you ever get a chance after this pandemic shit over there,
I've always wanted to go there, Mauritius.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Family and all that over there. Get to stay for all it needs is the flights. Beaches are nice. Food is great. People fantastic. Obviously, there's going to be some shady areas because you can't go to any country without having a shady area.
Yeah,
just got to be careful with the tourist traps. You know,
it happens every place though, isn't it? It's every country's the same.
Yeah, and that's it. But the thing is, my family are great, isn't it? Because the family the only problem is though, when you go to one house, you've got to eat. Get to the next place, you eat again, and you keep on eating and eating. It's a vicious cycle. Eat and eat. That's the Indian way though. It's like when someone comes to my house. If you came to my house, I'm always cooking. So when I'm cooking, what's in my pot is like this. I could feed like a football team. Love football, by the way. It's just mighty Bristol City. I will cook and I will make more than enough because one of the greatest pleasures for me is, apart from gaming, is feeding people that you care about, making sure that they're fed, clothed, and everything else.
Yeah,
same sort of principles as yourself, isn't it?
Mate, it's scary how similar we are. It really is. Like, we're into the same stuff. Like, well, you're a massive anime fan, but I love my anime, love games, love films, same as you. We're into our horror stuff. We're into our fantasy sort of stuff as well. Heroes, Batman for the win. He's gonna throw his glass at the screen. He's a Superman fan, but we respect each other for what our differences are, don't we?
Batman and Superman is no way that movie.
Fair, let's just quickly talk about that because that ain't on the list, but that's one of my things. Batman versus Superman. I'm not a cunt. I'm gonna say right here, right now, Batman would get his ass worked by Superman. I'm man enough to admit that.
I don't give a shit. You know, so because the reason, one of the writers, I've forgotten the right. Oh God, he absolutely hated Superman. He did, Dark Knight Returns. God, what was his bloody name? Oh, I forgot off the top of my head.
Remember.
But anyway,
Batman fan. I can't even remember
he basically, because it's not Bob and all that. I don't think so. It's nothing like that. But someone really hates Superman. So the story was, he said, "Well, Batman can act, because he's very smart.
Yeah,
he's a genius, isn't he? IQ, and he pushes his body to limits and everything else. But even if he pushes his body to limits, he had Green Arrow help him. There's no way that would even make sense or even happen. Superman would bust his ass. He would spot the arrow. He would hear him for a start before he pops an arrow. Think about an arrow shooting at you at Superman with a kryptonite fucking arrow to fucking make you go bit stalemate.
What he do is look at it and he just laser beam the shit out of
it. Fucking fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like the Zoolander. It do Zoolander. You know, it's not gonna.
It just wouldn't happen. Would not happen.
It's like, I like the idea of it, but the thing is, in the movie, what pissed me off is like, you know what? I did like Ben Affleck as a Batman. I did not dislike it. I did not mind it.
Yeah,
I didn't hate it.
I agree with you.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, my favourite Batman of all time is Keaton. Keaton is the man. Yeah. He's the one. He's my. But then when I saw the fight and all that, I was thinking, no, they've done this, they've done that. There's not a chance because he'd be able to, like, with his senses are overly powerfully stupid. He can sort it all out. It's like if you play the game Injustice, Gods Among Us, and Injustice 2, and read the Injustice comics, you see what Superman's capable of. So what are they trying to say? Just because he holds back, he's going to let someone shoot a fucking arrow of kryptonite at him, so he can stop it. No.
He's been rallying this fight for years, guys. Can you tell? He's passionate about this. Don't fight with him.
I do like Marvel as well. And who do you think one of my favourite Marvel characters is?
Yeah. Oh yeah, check out the teas, by the way. This isn't official merchandise of ours, but we will have merchandise coming. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
What you got there, mate? Venom.
I love Venom. Venom's one of my favourites.
Venom. Got a bit of Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII as well. Yeah. Tried to remake if you haven't already played it.
If you haven't seen JayNotion's videos with Final Fantasy, I've watched them. They may be a bit longer, but you've got to watch them to appreciate it. They're some of the best videos you can ever see. Oh my God, he's like this guy from PlayStation Access. They're nerds. When it comes to Final Fantasy, they're like, have a level with you.
Yeah.
It's like, when I first spoke to you about Final Fantasy, because the last one I played was Final Fantasy X, I think. Is it Seymour? Is that number 10? Seymour?
Yeah, that's 10, yeah.
Just 10. And I really enjoyed that, but that was on PlayStation 3?
PlayStation
3. Yeah, so...
2, actually, and the original one. 2.
Was it 2, was it?
Yeah.
I think... What did I play it on? I can't remember if it was 2 or 3. It must be
both, mate. It's a cracking game.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it was when I got hooked on it, it was really good, but I haven't played RPGs for a while because I had my kid, and then I came off it, didn't I? I told you about it, and it's like, I've been reluctant to play Skyrim, haven't I? Because we've been enjoying them. We've been enjoying them. What was it? Vermintide 2.
Vermintide, yeah. Check out Vermintide 2. The Vman has got some amazing Vermintide 2 videos on his channel. Go and check them out. Quick shout out to you, by the way, mate. We're doing this together, I know, but the Vman's channel, capital T, capital V on YouTube, and then Vman 40.
That's Twitch.
Mr. Vman 40 on Twitch.
Yeah, Mr. Vman 40 on Twitch because I couldn't take my name on Twitch, but the Vman I got to keep on YouTube.
Twitch again, you fucks.
Twitch, you son of a bitches. But mate, you got to check out some of our cup. One thing I really love was one of my favourites, which JayNotion ever did, was probably called Co-op Carnage. Now this is in my favourites, and it's always going to be in my favourites. Today I die. They can play that in my future. It's like it's our first ever lot of our co-op games that we did together, and we're really messing about, weren't we? And there was lots of banter, and that's basically what we do get the job done, but we have a laugh on the way, don't we? And I just find it 100% a lot of fun, and that's what I mean. It's like I couldn't play with another partner because I felt like I'd be cheating. And you know what I mean? It's fun. Because I can say anything. We end up chatting about life as well. You know what this bitch did today? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do this fucking right. Yeah. It's like we talk about day-to-day life shit as well. Like sometimes it just comes out whilst we're murking someone. It doesn't mean we're actually going to kill someone in real life, but when you're murdering someone and going, yeah, you know what? He's pissed me off today.
Yeah, and it's like that. Remember that time we were playing? I think it was Sniper 3, and then we took out one of the guys with like a rifle, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Oh, I had this dream." It just reminded me of shooting someone in the head. I had this dream the other day, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" He started talking about it. I love it. Brilliant.
And then I got pissed off of Virgin Media. That was another Sniper game. We're a fan of Rebellion, by the way. Rebellion's one of our favourites, I think.
Shout out to Rebellion, big time.
Yeah, Rebellion's amazing. It's like everything they've done is brilliant. Apart from the one thing, what was the thing on Zombies Trilogy? The saving. There's a saving issue, wasn't there? With the servers.
Yeah, fucking hell.
A couple of saving issues.
What was it? I can't remember.
We couldn't save our checkpoints.
That was it.
So we have to just carry on.
Start of the mission. That was it.
Yeah. We didn't realise that we were going to lose all our stuff, but it doesn't matter. We worked around it. We still enjoyed the games. It was brilliant. But it's like I remember us having problems with Virgin Media. I did the kill cam, wasn't it? I went, was it someone in the balls? I went, that's for you, Virgin Media.
Yeah.
That's the sort of
relating our real life struggles when we're playing a game. That's what we do.
Yeah. And that's the best.
We visualize our managers, our bosses, our sisters coming at us when all these zombies are coming at us. It's just time to unload. It's a bit of stress relief as well, isn't it?
It is. It really is. And the thing is, though, this is the one thing that games have always brought to me, because even though other things that I really do like when exercise, I do like playing football, but it wasn't for me like a stress, like taking myself in another place takes your mind off of stuff big time. And secondly, one thing is my son is of age and he's always liked games. It's like he's always enjoyed playing games with me as well. So that you can deal with your family as well, which has been awesome. I know when I was younger, people would be like slating games, saying, "Oh no, it's going to rot your brain." No, it's not going to rot your brain. If anything, it's going to make you think a bit more, like your puzzles you got. It's like my son uses Minecraft a lot, and he can build. For a joke, I didn't think he could do this. He said, "Oh, Dad, do you want me to make something?" But I sent you the picture, didn't I? I said, "Go build an airport and a plane here, and like some people and stuff." And he did it within like 10, 15 minutes. He built this whole section of an airport, an airplane, a city, and all this all together on Minecraft. I'm like, why? I've never really understood Minecraft before, but the more and more I watch him, the more and more I see, like, why, this is amazing.
You just get loads of people, don't you, saying, "Oh, it's gaming causes this, gaming causes that." It's a load of bollocks, and they've already proven, haven't they, scientifically, that it's better for like hand-eye coordination, like memory, all that kind of stuff. So it's got
to be. It's definitely got to be. It's like anyone people that says about gaming, they don't understand it. I don't think they get it. I think they just be douchebags at the end of the day. I'm just like, nah. I'll just like slate them out. I'm like, nah, you're all right.
No, I'm with you on that, mate. I'm with you 100%.
I just don't agree with it. You don't agree with it either, innit? Because you and Jack, you do EDF as well. You and Jack do EDF.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like these things that you do with your kids and all that. It's like Solid Racing. You do Bandicoot. Yeah. It's like we've got a thing, you know what I mean? It's fun. And it's like when you got puzzles as well, that tests your mind. They're not easy, and there's lots of stuff in there. Like Dave and Drake's, they're puzzles.
Yep.
Look, if you look at some of these puzzles and examples, it's like what's helping motivate your brain. So people that says, "Oh no, it's going to rot your brain," they didn't know what they're talking about. They're talking bullshit as far as I'm.
100% agree, mate. 100%.
I think it depends what game you put them on. It's like, well, I'm not going to put my kid on.
Yeah, if you put him on Grand Theft Auto 5 when he's 6 years old, and he won't have a problem.
Yeah. Don't stick him on Resi 7. You know what I mean? Or me.
You go on to the next. Right, that's a little intro done. Let's get on with the questions. Yep. So yeah, just a very quick quick shout out. Obviously, Vman, and you've got Mr. Vman 40 on Twitch, JayNotion, YouTube and Twitch for myself, and come and check out some other videos. Vman's got loads of comedy stuff on there, and he's got loads of good co-op compilations. He's getting his head around Share Factory as well, so check out some of his editing. Put some comments on there.
I've been doing them. Yeah, I'm not as good as Jason yet, as Mr. JayNotion, but yeah, on YouTube, the Vman. On Twitch, was it Mr. Vman 40?
Mr. Vman 40,
yeah. But the links are all in there either way, so yeah, enjoy.
Links are all there. Come and find us. Come and have a look. Check out the videos. And before you go any further, if you are watching on YouTube, which you probably are, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment and let us know what you think of the podcast. This is episode 1. We're all over it. We've got all your questions ready to go, so keep firing them at us, and we'll keep going with the podcast, won't we? Keep doing some random stuff.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that we've been into things. This is actually quite stress relieving. It's a lot of fun. We both enjoy this. We like gaming, and plus, there's been so much crap going on in the world at the moment. And it's like the things that we've got something to offer. And the thing is, because we have so much fun, all we're doing is just like sharing our stuff. We don't want anything from it. We're not really bothered about that. We're having giggles, aren't we? We're literally
100%.
And having banter. So all we're doing something for us as well to like take the stress, take the edge off. And hopefully, if there's something that we know, well, just ask us or ask one of us, and then we might be able to know, like, if you need some help with something along the lines, isn't it? If you're getting started, like, I think I'm pretty much like stuff the PS4 side of it. Jason is he's a very good tech person, so he knows all that side of it. So
IT, yes, dark side.
Yeah, you got to check out our video with when we went to watch Star Wars. That's on my channel, isn't it? Have you got it on yours as well?
No,
I can't remember.
It's on yours, but definitely go and check it out. It's just a little intro video about how mental we are, basically.
It just shows what sort of people we are when we went to go watch Star Wars, the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He drove
ran a
all down.
over.
almost. Whoop.
In the video, you literally see me go like that. Got a fucking cyclist, and then you're going down.
Yeah. Have a preview. Jason, I'll get him to save it on his as well and all that. He'll save the link and all that. But check out one of them. But that would probably describe in a nutshell what we're both like.
That's exactly what we're all about.
Yeah. We're very simple, quite basic. We just like the simplest things, I think. Do you agree?
100%, mate. It's easy things, isn't it, that makes us happy. Should we crack on with the questions then? What they said?
You do it, mate.
Let's go. So that's our intro done. This is episode 1. As I said, we're not going to have any limit on what episodes we do. We're just going to keep going with this. As soon as we've got enough questions, we're just going to link in. We link in regularly anyway, don't we? Every day, pretty much.
Yeah, we chat every day.
This is what we'll do. We'll keep coming in doing some podcasts, and we'll see where we go with it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to smash the like if you do. Comment as well, guys. Let us know what you think. Question number 1.
And comment on his toys.
On the toys, yeah. My toys. Half of them ain't mine. I just pretend
they're for his son.
Yeah, I test them out. Right, let's go. Question number 1. What is your favourite nostalgia memory from your childhood? I'll let you answer that one first, mate. Let's think of your childhood. Go with nostalgia. What's the things you remember and enjoy from your childhood?
What, games-wise or
anything,
just anything?
Anything at all.
Okay, well, first one is Fist of North Star, anime. Anime movie. Yeah. Fist of 1986, if I remember rightly. Transformer movie is another one, animated movie. I think that was like 86 or 87. 2 movies. My mum didn't realise what she bought me on VHS, which was down at the bottom. And I was like, because I discovered anime when there was by a thing called Robotech when I was in Mauritius. And then got that, and I was just like, wow. I got the Fist of North Star games on the PlayStation 3 and PS4. And the Transformers movie, she took me as a surprise to a cinema, which is called the Odeon, an old cinema which has been around in Bristol for so long. And I loved the Transformers. Loved the... And then probably one last thing that's nostalgic for me has got to be the first time because back in the day, we had magazines. I don't know if some of you lot might know this. It's magazines.
Yeah.
So you had gaming mags.
Not sorry, though. I know what you're thinking.
Not the porn stuff. But I used to have gaming mags. There's one thing which I sort of read on this article, the old section of it. And this is back in 2005, if I remember rightly. And I was literally on my lunch break, and I saw it was actually out. I bought it, and as soon as I played it, I knew I'd like it because I like Greek mythology. As soon as I bought that, I knew I was a winner, and I was just like, boom. So anything God of War, you'd imagine when the announcement came out, I was just like all over the place.
That's your game,
everywhere. It's just like on Netflix, they've just announced another Transformers, War for Cybertron. War for Cybertron's another good game on the PS3, by the way. But anything Transformers, anything anime, anything God of War, it takes me. It gives me memories. And obviously, there's a few other things as well with music, but I think everyone's got that as well. My music is varied, so varied, it's unbelievable. It's from R&B, rock, classic rock, everything, rave. Was it dubstep, all of it, innit? My taste varies massively. But that's me for nostalgia.
Nice. I think for me, it was a bit of a blend of everything. All I remember is consoles when I was growing up. I think I started with the Super Nintendo. Remember, like the grey box? You had the cartridges that were going into it. Swordmaster was my first game I ever played. It was literally pixelated, like a side scroller where you just like press a button and it was like hacking the bats as you go past it. PlayStation 1 was the dream for me. I think the first game I ever played on that was Abe's Odyssey and then Crash Bandicoot. Yeah. Those are my original PlayStation 1 games.
You love Bandicoot, didn't you?
Love Bandicoot. Much time raging over it. Even when I was that age, I was still raging over Bandicoot. But yeah. What else is there? I think there's loads of little things as well, random stupid little things that you don't think of. Like the other day I went in the shop and remember those like little plastic egg capsules and then you open them up and it's got jelly and, and you chuck them at the wall. I see that and I thought, fucking I remember them.
Look,
I was like,
Jay, Bernie, look above Jack's picture.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's what JayNotion got me for my birthday when I went to visit him after you moved to Newport, wasn't it?
Yeah, was mate. Yeah,
was it Spider Gwen? Yeah. Spider Gwen and Miles, isn't it?
That's just little things. Just
the stickies. Yeah, the stickies. I remember those.
Just seen them the other day, and I'm like, that little stuff like that sparks like nostalgia in your head, doesn't it? And main thing for me has got to be Pokemon. Everything Pokemon. Little characters. Yeah. I used to have the cards, Pokemon card game. I used to have it on the Game Boy. I was Pokemon mad. Still am now, really. Not as much.
What do you mean? No, did you hear that, people? He said used to be. That is a lie. I tell you, that is a lie. He's not used to anything.
My neighbour looks like Charizard. I try throwing tennis balls at him sometimes in the hopes that I'll catch him in the ball.
He is mad. Aren't you mad on Pokemon? And he's been watching a lot of Studio Ghibli lately as well. Yeah. Which I'm impressed about.
Swaying me back to Pokemon, that is now. It's going pulling me back to Pikachu. It's pulling me back.
He leads in the same way, but he needs to go to some Princess Mononoke as well.
Yeah, that's on my list. Yeah.
It's on his list, but he's doing well. But if there's anything new Pokemon, I send it to him, but he's probably already got it. It's probably on your list, but have a quick look anyway. He goes, yeah, I got it. But you know he's going to lean onto the Pokemon. It's never going to change. I don't think that's ever going to change for you, bruv. Do you think that's ever going to change?
Every now and then I just watch a couple of episodes of it. I don't give a fuck.
Well, mate.
Hazel looks at me, what are you, 3 years old? What's fucking matter? And I'm like, I like this shit.
Yeah, see, what he does with Pokemon is what I do with Transformers. It's like, because we've got this channel where I can watch, I've got the old Transformers DVDs and all that. So I've got the DVDs, and then if I want to stream it, I can stream it. So what he does, I do the same thing, but I do it with Transformers. He does it with Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then some of the old anime, like I know I watch a lot of anime from like the 80s and 90s, some of the old movies and stuff. Which Jason, you are getting through some of it. You looked at one, weren't you? Looking at. I told him that we should do a topic on that one day. Like I'll do a listing, and then you can have a look. But
we should do an anime podcast, just a whole podcast on anime.
If you want to have a look though, because you've had a quick look, but I've put a list together just purely from the anime which I've liked on YouTube, which I've done just a list from around YouTube within my channel. So it's not my videos, but it's the videos which I will watch, and it's like movies. It's just basically just anime movies and TV shows, and which is stuff which I would definitely recommend to someone. Which recommended to Jay. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't like it, but. He knows what he's talking about anyway. Netflix is really good at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pushing them out at the moment.
I remember when it used to be crap, but now they're actually really pushing the boat out.
They're all over it. That's the thing for me, I think, is Yu-Gi-Oh! How can we not mention Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, I forgot about that. How did I forget about Yu-Gi-Oh?
That was a card. I was like, fucking come on. Fighting fucking, what is it? Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Yeah. And
Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah, that's the power in Jump Force when you Yu-Gi-Oh!
Fucking pre-order it. Where's my phone? I'm going to order it. Where is it?
Jump Force. Yeah, mate. I told you, Jump Force is amazing. Never anime game. I play anime games. Love anime games. Attack on Titan. Play it, watch it, do it, all of it.
Just sleep, live, and breathe Attack on Titan. You're listening to this.
Yeah.
Right, let's do the next one. Favorite childhood TV series? Jesus. For me, I'm going to go straight away. If you don't mind.
Yeah, you carry on, mate.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah.
I'm not talking the ninja shit. I'm not talking the fucking Inkstone Gem Force. I'm talking about the original Power Rangers.
The original with Kim.
With Kim, yeah, and Jason is the main Red Ranger. You're gonna laugh now. You don't actually know this. It's something I've never told you, and it's not because I'm ashamed of it. It's because it's never come into conversation. So, when I was little, my mum thought it'd be a good idea. Like you get like your Lego driving licenses, and you get your driving license, yeah. My mum bought me a Power Rangers ID card, and in that ID card, it was in like a plastic slip. And you can basically put the face of yourself on top of a Power Ranger, put it in the card, and it was laminated. I thought I was the bollocks. I'm not going to lie.
Nice.
I was about 5. I used to walk around with that in my pocket. Anything that scared me, shadow, loud noise, or whatever, I used to whip this card out, and I used to stand there like this, literally. And I used to go calling the Megazord and all that shit. My mum's like, "What are you doing?" But I thought I was the shit, mate. So Power Rangers for me.
Mate, well, for me, I might like to say like several, because there's a couple, which, because there's a lot, well, because I was born in 1980, so, there was a lot of like things with like ballads and stuff as well. So one was Transformers, which is the main one. Transformers is always on that list. There's another one, which was Jason and the World Warriors, and Galaxy Rangers. Now the Galaxy Rangers, right?
I've heard of Galaxy Rangers.
Yeah, Galaxy Rangers is like, well, I'll have to send you a video later, but basically I've got the DVDs of Galaxy Rangers. They had Defenders Zero, had loads of stuff around my era.
Yeah.
Visionary.
Get it again. Get excited, that's what it is. Go on, mate. Sorry.
That's all right. Galaxy Rangers is one of my favourite ones. It's Saturday morning cartoons, right? And this program called Get Fresh. And Galaxy Rangers was like, they had 4 people from Earth. People from Earth were visited by these aliens, and they gave them this technology so that they could effectively like fly through the stars. And then basically they used the stars as like a Red Dead type thing. You know what I mean? Like these Rangers protecting the galaxy. Now these 4 people were special. They gave them like one's a special arm, one's a psychic, one's a tech whiz, one's just a mental monster. But they all had these special powers when they hit their badge. And look it up, called Galaxy Rangers. All you got to do, you just got to see it to believe it. It's one of them, and probably the next one which equalizes with Galaxy Rangers, Transformers, is something called Centurions. Now Centurions, about 3 blokes. They were protecting the Earth from like these cyborg assholes, basically. And basically, when they said use the power extreme, one does Earth, land, water, and the things attached to their body, they had really suits. And they would attach. One would have like a motorbike type thing going on with a cannon. One's like Ace McCloud, who's Jake Rockwell, who's the grind. Maxwell something, which is the water guy, with missiles and stuff at his arms. And then Ace McCloud, who's like, he could turn to Skybolt and fly to space and all that sort of stuff. Those are the 3 to check out. But they were amazing. Very, very good.
Nice.
There's me name. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
You see?
Sorry.
Talking about powers. I fucking love it.
There's millions. I'll get the DVDs out. We could do a watch party.
Fuck the podcast. Just watch it now. Oh, this is a good one. What made you do a channel and start streaming? I'll let you do that one first, mate. Mine's a bit probably. Well, mine's gonna be boring.
Well, no. Well, I doubt that. To be fair, mate. Well, the thing is, though, I just really enjoyed gaming. I'm just having such a giggle, and I thought, well, I've got the tech to actually like just put it out there and just like have a bit of fun. And then from what I like is like when people contact me and stuff as well, we share ideas, and it's a lot because it's not just the fact that I'm just sharing content. It's like I'm learning from people as well. So even though I giggle with it, I can learn stuff from other people. I can learn stuff from Jay all the time. It's like if I'm stuck with anything, he's my go-to man. And it's like it just calms me. I just enjoy it, and it's just relaxing for me. And that's a bit boring, but that's the only reason for me. It's like I don't want anything out of it. I just want to have a good time with it and just enjoy it. Also, my kid likes it. He can only watch certain content on my channel now, but he knows that. He understands that. He's old enough to understand. But I'm just there to enjoy it. I'm just there for the ride, really. Yeah,
I'm pretty much the same, to be honest, mate. I haven't. I've always had a YouTube channel. But I think it's like everybody. I've had a channel to watch stuff. I've never put content out there until the last sort of 6 months, I think. But I started getting into streaming. I think watching people like, as everybody does, PewDiePie, Ninja, and all of that. They're not shit, but all those sort of people weren't around by then. I started watching PewDiePie's like horror videos, and I thought this is really funny. And I thought about doing it for ages. And then when I was at college, I started doing loads of editing because I did media studies for A level, and I thought I really like all this stuff, all the techies, like putting in fillers and doing all of the transitions, all the overlays, all that kind of. I love doing all that, messing around with all the sound, and then just sort of stopped doing it. But then when we started linking in properly, doing online sessions and doing co-op, we just started talking about it, didn't we? And said, do you know what, why don't we just start doing things on a channel and start putting videos out, start streaming? And I thought, why the bloody hell not? So it was you really, mate, that got me into doing it all properly.
Well, it's always in your heart anyway. You wouldn't do it anyway. But the thing is, because I just started like putting stuff out, Jason just had to. Well, I think you just had to have a look, didn't you? Because you saw us fucking about, but pissing about, and that's what you wanted, wasn't it? Because I'm going, look at this, Jay. This is funny as fuck. Because I didn't realise we could do this with this tech because I never had this before, and I thought, oh, this would be fun. This is a good laugh, and because such a giggle with it, and then co-op carnage was born and so forth, and do you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's like, but. It's like if out of the two of us, like Jason is JayNotion is the better. Well, I think he's the better gamer and the more committed in this in terms of serious gamer. Because I just do, I complete things to do stuff, don't I? But he would put the hours in, whereas I have to do things, and it may take a lot longer for me. And I'll do this, do that. It's like I've only just learned transitions like this year, I think, wasn't it? I was like learning how to use this and that, but he knows it. But it's just been fun. It's like just love doing it, don't we?
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not here to get fans or whatever, but if it follows it takes off. We get likes, we get comments, we get subscribers, and that's brilliant because there's already people that are like this, what we're doing now, sending through questions, getting involved in the community stuff that we're building up. So I think it's amazing. If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. But if it don't, we'll still be here probably in 40 years' time just having a laugh and putting videos up.
Yeah, well, to be fair, though, we're just here for the. Well, I think we're both just for giggles. And the thing is, if it takes off, it takes off. But the thing is, it's like at the moment the world has gone to shit, and let's face it, it's not the greatest at the moment. But so if you got us two like messing about, just having a bit of fun, and if someone can take something away from that and just enjoy that, that's good enough. You don't have to like it, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to do any of that. If you just look at it, you think, oh, that's made my day, I feel a bit happier. That's the whole point of it. That's it.
Come away with a smile. That's all it's about.
Yeah. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, interests. Like my channel, my interests are. It's like anime, movies, gaming. Was it gaming with Jay? And that's pretty much it. And I guess, you know what I mean? Because you know what we're about. It's like there's nothing hidden in there. I don't think there's any hidden agendas unless you missed that.
No, exactly. That's what we do, don't we? We just put the content out there. And it's just amazing that we've started getting people following us all of a sudden, and we just said we're going to just put videos out and have a laugh of it and see where it goes, didn't we? And if I don't get any people watch, if I get one person a year watching it and then they come away thinking that's made my day, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing it for.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, it's not just for the people as well. It's for ourselves. Well, for me, it's definitely for myself because it's like, yeah, I like that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And there's a then it's like because I use Instagram, I won't use Instagram for like public viewing. It's only a private thing for like me and my kid. So that's like a picture, video diary for me and my kid. So this is like a little diary of like my gaming antics with my brother.
Proud moments and that. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Actually.
Yeah, that's the only things I use it for, and that's the way I look at it. It's just a record of the stuff that I've really enjoyed because I still watch some of the stuff back. I watch his channel a lot because there's a lot of the stuff where we've done a lot of co-op stuff, like Co-op Carnage is still to stay my all-time favourites because it's just the banter. Banter means, if you're from another country, banter means like having jokes and stuff. So we're always constantly joking, we're ripping out of everything, we're laughing, even though we're getting shot down, we're like, oh my god.
Piss out of each other all the time as well.
Yeah, you got to have fun with it. There's no point. I don't think we're massively serious. Unless we're gaming on our own, that's when it gets serious. Because if it's a game that you love, you're going to go serious. But in general, we just carry like Last of Us is one of his favourite franchises of all time. Well, if it's do Naughty Dog, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
He got Naughty Dog. I was one of the first games that I had with on PS4 was the triple pack with Uncharted, but I didn't get around to playing it. And I did it in the space of a weekend, didn't I? I smashed through, and I was like. holy shit, why did I wait so long to do it? But he goes, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. He goes, Last of Us. And then he goes, oh my God, Last of Us. And then I knew that's his bag. That's his thing. And that's when he gets serious. That's when you see the serious gamer in him. But apart from that, no, but it's true though. But you do, because like, certain things, love it. Yeah, you zone out. You zone into it. But generally, what we do when we do stuff together, it's just like, we just want to have a bit of fun, don't we, really?
100%, mate.
Take away some of the stresses from what life throws at you, I suppose, isn't it?
100%, mate.
Been a lot of stress, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, both of us. Let's go on to the next one. This is an interesting one. Do you? Oh, he's nearly there. I'm nearly there as well. Actually, I should have got another one. Yeah. Great question. Whoever asked this, I'm really sorry. I can't recall who asked me it. You go first. Do you believe in aliens?
Oh, when you go first. Okay. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Next question.
Trump is one of them. Trump, I tell you. Where's my tin hat? Yeah. Have you seen his face? No, where is it? My tin hat is over. Where have I put my tin hat? I know. I normally put
a tin hat. Question. You do, yeah? You do, legit.
I do. I do believe. I can't believe that we're over in one galaxy, little galaxy. That is just us. What about you?
100%. I agree. I do as well. And I'm not saying that we don't know. I'm not saying that aliens are little green men or like, greys with big black almond eyes or whatever. An alien could just be something that's not us. And like you said, we're on a one planet in a very big galaxy that we haven't discovered yet. There's part of billions of other galaxies and billions of other fucking universes. We can't just be the only life force out there because it don't revolve around us, guys. I'm sorry, but it don't.
No. We're not the super being. We're not the top of the food chain. Because think about it, we're not. We claim to be this, that, and everything else. It's going to go to another kind of conversation. This for another time. What I'm saying is, we're not all that. It's like we like to say that we're all this, we're not that, but we're not confident. It's like we mess things up massively, we destroy things, and I think that aliens have been here way before. And it's like I had a theory once that are we part of an experiment? And when Prometheus came out, I thought fucking hell, Ridley Scott thing. As long as they put that with the DNA, like how we're made.
Yeah.
I said this when I was about 8 years old. Okay, no, because like the old ant farm. Do you remember this? At school, we used to have ant farms and stuff when I was a kid. Like when you're in junior school, which is like not junior high, junior school when you're like about 7 or 8. And I said, oh, do you think that the Earth is like an ant farm and that we're here and we've been put here as like a little pet or an experiment? I'm kind of like thinking those sort of lines, but I could be massively wrong. But it's just kind of like I refuse to believe that it's just that. It's just like when I was a kid, me and my friend, we were walking up the street and we just thinking like move like this, like a dart, like what aircraft moves like this in 1992? You know what I mean? Like,
I've seen stuff as well when I was younger that I could, even to this day, I can't explain the way it moved, the way it lit up. It scared the living shit out of me. And like you said, I think this is probably another podcast episode on its own talking about UFOs, paranormal stuff, but.
I think we'll save this one for. Me too. We basically looked at that and went, Lee, look at that, and he was like, "Oh shit, what is that?" No, so we just literally turned around quietly and then just legged it down back then. Yeah, we're like,
it's shit because how many people do you know out there that are admitting it? They've seen stuff like that, and how many people do you think that have seen it that don't want to talk about it because they don't want to be called a lunatic? And there's millions and millions and millions of people out there. We all can't be fucking mad. Do you know what I mean? There must be something that we're seeing. There must be something that's going on.
See, I think it is, mate. It's like the things out. I'm not really bothered. This is one thing about me as well. One thing you got to know about us too. I think both of us. I think Jason agree and us with is like we're these people. Which is like people could say stuff to us. It's like we take it, like water for ducks back. Don't really give a monkey. It's like you can abuse it. Doesn't matter. You can say anything to me. It doesn't matter. It's like my skin is thicker than it looks. You know what I mean? So. You can call me mad, call me whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah. The only thing you can't do is disrespect the family and the people that you care about. That's a big no-no. Do you agree?
100%, mate.
That's the way we roll. That simple, man. But yeah, answer to your previous question. Yes, I do believe in aliens.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's good. I reckon that's a good episode 2 podcast. Paranormal experiences.
That's a good question.
What do you believe in this? What do you believe in that?
That's a good question, though. Whoever
Really
came up
good
with
question. Really good question. Sorry, I can't remember who sent it, but thanks for sending that through. That's amazing. That's the kind of stuff we want to be talking about. This is a good one. And when I seen it earlier, I thought, oh my God, I literally spent about an hour thinking about this. So I'm going to let you go first because I'm still not sure.
What? What am I going first for? Okay, go on.
Your favorite game of all time, all consoles, all generations, favorite game.
God of War 1, PlayStation 2.
Peace. Just like that. Peace. I knew you were going to say God of War, but I just didn't know which one you would pick.
Number 1 was it PlayStation 2. Oh my God, I was in love with the game. I played it over and over again. It's like, because like I said, I love Greek mythology. I love a lot of mythology when I was at school and all that. And it's just like, I knew it was the game for me, and I was just like, Kratos, such an anti-hero. He's going through so much shit. The story's amazing. Yeah. Just for me, it's my character. Like you grew up with Nathan Drake, didn't you? So that is, I know how much you told me.
Well,
that.
Lara Croft more than Nathan. Yeah, but pretty much, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I beg your pardon. But you know, those two, Lara Croft, Nathan Drake, that sort of stuff that you grew up with. Me, I've got lots of games. There's loads and loads of games, right? But this for me was like the ultimate, and I was a bit older then. I was like 25 when that came out. So but even though I'm in between, I've played loads and loads of games. I could name loads of games, but this is the one which stood out for me on that. That was just like immaculate.
I knew God of War, but I didn't know which one you would pick.
But I've got the HD versions for my PS3 down at the bottom. So yeah, it's always going to be right there. It's always going to be the first one.
Big Kratos fan, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, actually, let me.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
I tossed and turned about it earlier. Oh God, I was thinking, I was going like, yeah, oh, I don't know. I'm denied about it. I'm in denial about it now. People are probably thinking, fucking spit it out, get on with it. And it is Bloodborne. That is my game of all time. And when I started playing it, I'm going to tell you now, I hated it. I couldn't get past that first section when you were playing Yharnam. I couldn't get past the town. I couldn't get to the first boss. And I'm not joking when I say I deleted it off of my system 4 times. Deleted all the save games, and I thought, piss it, I'm going to take it back to the shop. Don't want to fucking play it. And then I read one article from, I don't know if this is a person or you might be able to help me out on this. I don't know if it's a person or a website, Kotaku.
Is it? Not sure.
Kotaku, Kotaku or something. I think it might be like an IGN sort of thing. There was this one guy that put up like a article on there about Bloodborne, and I thought, yeah, this fucking shit. And it said how hard it was, and it was saying like, oh, the first part's impossible, this, and then there's a little section at the bottom, and it sounds really sad, but it was almost like a motivational speech when I read it. I looked at it and I thought, this guy knows what he's talking about, and it literally said, first part is the hardest bit in the game. Once you get past that first part, it's like nothing you've ever played. It's an amazing experience. And I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll give it one more go. And then I put it back in for the 5th time. And I thought, if I don't get through it this time, I'm fucking it back to the shop. That's it. It's done. And took a couple of goes and I cleared it. I got to the first boss, killed the first boss. And I'm not joking. It's the most weirdest, beautifulest game I've ever played. The music's there. The atmosphere's there. The boss fights are amazing. The weapons are incredible. You can do co-op on it as well. If you're into Dark Souls, I would say it's better than Dark Souls. It's like Dark Souls, but you can get away with not defending as much. You don't have to parry. You can just roll. It's more attack and all that kind of thing. But the story is so effed up. But it's one of those, like, it's probably like a lot of animes that you've watched. You watch it and you think, what the fuck is going on? But then as you're going through it, you're like, oh my God, it just pulls you in.
Yeah, it's dark and it's beautiful. The only times I was able to play it was luckily because Jason, again, it's like he's been a backup. It's like when I played Resi 7, we'll tell you about that another time. But when I was playing it, because I was going through it quite all right. He goes, oh my God, you're getting through it quite slow. And yeah. But the thing is, it's like I lose my bit of like, when it gets too much for me, I'm like, fuck me, I'm just getting the anger. And then I lose control. But with Jason, he does the hardest stuff. Check out something on my name. It's Code Vein.
Code Vein.
You got to see what happened.
Right. I still feel that raised in the pit of my stomach right now.
No, JayNotion, right? I was there. Luckily, I was there. I was there to witness it. And look, when you see the video on his channel or my channel, right? I'm laughing because we're brothers. I'm allowed to laugh, right? But I was killing it laughing. I could not breathe because he got so angry because I chimed in because I think that's when my boy went home, or I think that's when my boy went back to his mum's, and then I chimed in. Like, how many times because I've done this about 50 times. 50 to this boss, and then I went. I'm sat down, put it on the big TV. I'm like, and then he's just gone so mental because he's look at you, and he's just mental. I think everyone around the world must have heard him scream, like shouting, going, for fuck's sake, going absolutely mental. But it's like,
I think that's the one and only time I can honestly hold my hand up and say that I raged. Like, I actually raged. I know people say that I rage quit. I raged. No
one knows what rage is until they see what I've seen. That's what.
For those of you that are wondering, it was the bosses where you've got I can't remember what they're called now. One of them's like a massive tank. It's near the end of the game.
It's a tank.
It's got a fire gun, and there's one that's like got a rapier that she's really quick, and because they're two completely different styles, throughout the game you can get used to how some of the bosses move. But I tried to apply one style to both, I think, and that's why I kept getting screwed over. But I was also massively under-leveled. Ni no Kuni round 2. Massively under-leveled for the boss fight. And I just
did well at that.
Did it about 60 times, but we got there in the end, didn't we? You witnessed it. I think it literally took me about 4 hours to do it.
I thought it was brilliant because I got there when he just did it right by the end, and then was it because I was laughing and my stomach was literally like I was in pain. You can see I'm like, okay, so what I say? He's like, I can't remember. It's something online. He goes, dude, it sounds like you got Tourette's, and I'm like, I'm holding my ribs, literally holding my ribs. I can't even remember
what I said. So something about syphilis and.
Is he getting syphilis? God.
Something about a wonky knob or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. Was it all abuse that could be? Was it? I don't know. The best way to describe it is where if you've ever watched Friends. There's an episode where Phoebe buys a Pac-Man game for Chandler and Monica. And then was it Monica? Was it Ross's kid comes? Ross comes in with his kid, and then Phoebe's like messed up. She's like, and it's like, but all swears like blanking out his swears. That's probably one of the closest things I could think of what had come to what happened with my man over here.
Yeah, it was the one and only time I think a game's seriously caused me to burst a blood vessel. I didn't know what was going on. Got there in the end.
It called you out, mate. It called you out.
Right, let's. So yeah, what was yours? God of War. Mine's Bloodborne.
God of War 1. Yeah.
Right, this is a weird one. I feel that this is coming from someone that's quite younger, so we'll see. What's your favourite animal and why?
Is that you first? You're going first this time.
I'll go first. Crocodile. And I'll tell you why. Because you don't fuck with a crocodile. Crocodile Dundee, Lake Placid. I'm just going to throw some names out here. Don't fuck with a crocodile. Okay. But also, in the back of my mind, I've always had this fascination with crocodiles, but in the back of my mind, it's one of the very few things that survived what wiped out the dinosaurs. And everyone's always saying, crocodiles are like, they haven't evolved, they haven't changed millions and millions of years ago when the dinosaurs were around, they haven't changed one bit. And I think for something to survive what they call the Big Bang and everything else, and meteors hitting and the world changing, for something to survive that is a badass. Don't fuck with it. It's a real life Terminator. Crocodile for me, I just see it as a badass. It's mean, it's nasty, it's got a stupidly overpowered jaw and all that shit, and I'm into reptiles a little bit as well, which is why I've got 2 lizards, but they're not quite crocodiles, but yeah. I've always had a thing for them. Always had a thing for crocodiles, don't know why.
Mate, it is what it is though, isn't it?
What about you?
For me, it's the wolf. Because I always heard this saying, right? When I was a kid, and it described, it's like when I was training with my uncle, because my uncle, he's when he talked about the fighting, and it's like, it's like this whole thing with, you got the lion. Got the lion, the wolf, tiger, and all that, right? Yeah. I've also anyway, because I feel like they're majestic, beautiful creatures, and they're in packs, or you've got the lone wolves as well. There's a saying which was told to me again, the wolf may not be the strongest, but it doesn't have to perform in the circus, or it's never performed in the circus. So that's kind of me. So I could be lone or I'm part of a pack. because I love team sports. I love playing on my own as well. You know what I mean? I can do whatever. I can, like my own company. And it's like I feel like I define as a wolf, but I don't look as pretty as a wolf. Maybe it's that's always been something that's stuck out for me, and I've always, you know what I mean. It's like when it comes to like dogs or anything like like species like that, I'm kind of like I'm drawn to them. You know what I mean? It's like husky. It's like my friend had a husky, and my friend had they called Akitas, Japanese like husky type dogs?
Akitas, yeah.
Akitas, something like that. It's like you know what I mean? They got this whole thing about them. It's just like just like yourself. I've just always liked them. Can't have they'd obviously be too dangerous for the kids here, but that would be my ideal. I can imagine myself like walking down, and like that would be my pet. It'd be my partner animals,
Yeah.
It's like because when we've had animals in the past, you're not just your pet. They're part of your family.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that mate.
Touching
that was, bro. Touching that was it. A nerve that.
Yeah. I've just ordered one.
Right, let's go on to it. Got a few more. What are you currently playing? Well, easy answer is check out the YouTube channel, you lazy bastard. But no, I'm joking. For me, council at the minute. It's a weird one. It was on the PS Store, I think, for about £6, and I just looked at it and I thought it said episodic murder mystery, and I thought, yeah, that's me. Buy it. It's not the best in terms of graphics, but it reminds me a lot of Broken Sword, and you've got a lot of puzzles and stuff in there, and I'm quite enjoying it. Yeah,
but it's fun though, because I watched the videos and that, and trust me, I'm not going to give it away because I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it's definitely worth the watch.
For the tits. Tits.
You just went Barry White then. Yeah.
Titty me out.
But it's really good. Was it? I mean, I may seem a bit biased, right? But I like watching any video Jason does because it's like, get on the chat, and it's like, oh, dude, what the hell is going on here? Dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in my defense, it's like, because I was like, I looked at it before, but I'm not really into like the mystery thing. It's like, if I'm doing episodic games, I like a bit of the old horror action and everything else, but he's got the patience, whereas I want to get through it, don't I? Whereas he's more of a puzzler. I'm more of like, hack and slash, I'm going to murder someone in a minute.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's got to get killed somewhere, you know what I
mean? Someone's got to die somewhere. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I didn't actually know what you would pick for this one. I'll let you go first. Favorite game series?
Series?
Any console, any era.
See, the easy one would be to say like God of War. But I've got a bit of a problem now because I got into the Uncharted stuff as well. I do love God of War, and I love Nathan Drake now. I really do love Nathan Drake. I follow I follow Nolan North and Troy Baker and all that, and all the voice actors, and I'm just like, what a game, Naughty Dog. I love Naughty Dog because well, who doesn't love Naughty Dog, to be fair? So I'm a bit stuck on that one. Series. I love Ratchet and Clank as well. Ratchet and Clank is amazing.
Classic games, yeah.
That is like, I played that on the PlayStation. Oh my god, I think I had that on PlayStation 2 actually. I think it's PS2 when I played
many,
it.
Isn't there? There's so many.
Series. Oh god, if I had to pick one right now, God, let me look at my. God, at the moment. Well,
I'll go down the classic route. Hopefully, it might help you.
Yeah, go on.
So, if someone said to you, "I'm taking all your possessions away. You can only keep one console and one series of games," what would you choose to keep?
One console. So all the series have got to be on that one console.
Well, it doesn't have to be, but whatever that series is, you can only keep that console for that series.
If I've got to keep just one thing, there's got to be God of War though.
No, that's fair enough, mate. They're brilliant.
And then Nathan Drake is about that far away. I played it because you saw me. I did it in the weekend. Even my son got into it. And I was like,
it's within sniffing distance, old Nathan Drake.
Yeah, he was. The thing is, because I really do love it, and I do love the Nathan Drake series. I went, fucking hell, why didn't I play this before? And then when I played number 4, when you see because you got to witness the end, didn't you? When I did the end,
you
got to witness the ending, and I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Why have I done this before? You know what I mean? Because I played it before, but then I stopped, and I didn't know why I didn't go back to it, and then I had it for nothing when I bought my PS4, like the collection, and then I bought number 4 not long after, But Lost Legacy's one which I put in the pipeline, which I'm going to play a bit later because I want to save it because I've enjoyed all the others and I want to see the standalone. But you love the standalone, didn't you? But
it's been really good.
Yeah, but if I had to come down to those two, though, for me, just because I grew up with the anti-hero, like you grew up with the others, I grew up with this. So for me, it's got to be the God of War.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Again, yeah. I'm so excited right now. Yeah. So yours is God of War?
Yep. And what about yourself? Yeah, I love it.
I, again, hemmed and hawed about it. Drake was on my list. Crash Bandicoot was on my list. But it had to be
Laura?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. And the thing is, I haven't played any before 7. I've only played 7, 8, 9 onwards, basically. But my favourite has to be Final Fantasy 8. Controversial decision, I know, because a lot of people will say 7's the best, and I half agree with you. But I think because I was young when I started playing Final Fantasy 8, it just stuck with me. That was the one that always stuck in my head. All the the GF system, and it was almost like you were in school. That one where you were flying around in the garden and that.
I remember you jizzed when it came out. When it came out, Gears on the Super Days, you like
yeah. When it came on for PS4, it was a remaster.
Yeah, the remaster. Yeah. People, look. But you can look at his face. Did you put it on your channel?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I don't think I had the channel going at the time.
Did you not? Oh, that's a shame.
No, the channel's been going since March.
Oh.
Came out sort of January, February.
I thought you had it on your channel for some reason.
No. Believe me, I would have. I would have done it if I was running it at the time.
There's no reason why you can't put it on again, though. Everyone, if you want to do it and see his face, do it. Tell him in comments. Say, oi. Say, hey, JayNotion, play it.
Yeah, let me know in the comments. If you want it that bad, I might do it, but I've played it now, but it's one of my favourites anyway.
Just for his face, he ain't going to be bothered. Trust me. It's worth it. Trust me. It's worth it in gold. It's worth it in gold. But apart from Final Fantasy, then, is there any more? That if there's going to be sidelined, is anything close to it?
Got to be Uncharted for me.
So same as me then.
If I had to choose top 3, it'd be Final Fantasy, Uncharted, and then Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Really quick, literally just one answer, KFC or Miss Millie's?
KFC.
Same. And I used to be Miss Millie's, but I've gone the other way now. I've turned to the dark side.
Dark side. If I can find the photo, I'll show the people.
We've got time for a few more. Hang on.
Yeah.
This is a good one. And I like this one. Thanks to whoever sent this over. I'll let you go first, mate. What is your most anticipated game of the year this year? What are you looking forward to playing so much?
Ghost of Tsushima. Jin. Fuck you up, boy. So, that and Cyberpunk. Was it? You know what? I'm a massive Keanu Reeves fan as well. So when I saw that, I literally jizzed a little bit. But
a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, like, he's a bit. I got a bit of a man crush just because he gave me Bill and Ted. And what is it? So Bill and Ted I got with, and I went to cinema to watch Bill and Ted. Not excellent, but it's Bogus Journey. That's all I had. I'm 40. You know what I mean? So Keanu Reeves always been off. I went to cinema to watch Speed. It's like people said he's wooden, this and that. He gave me the Matrix and that. So
come on.
He gave me John Wick. So I'm kind of like, you got to allow it, man. And he's like into motorbikes. One thing I used to do all the time when I was a kid, I was always into motorbikes. Motorbike thing, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't care if people think he's wooden. For me, he's my actor that I like, and I think everything to their own. But when you see him in a game, I'm like, what the shit they got him in? And it's like because he's like sci-fi, he's like type person. I love sci-fi type stuff as well. I love horror, I love sci-fi. So when I see my man up there, I'm like, yeah,
there he is.
Yeah, but for me though, but if I'm honest though, I was talking to JayNotion about this the other day. He goes, because I started watching videos on, because I pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima. And he goes, have you not seen the videos before? I went, no, because as soon as I saw like the clip of it, I was like, no, I know I'm going to love this. I'm not even going to look at anything else. I'll wait till we're closer. I'm going to pre-order this. I'm going to have it, didn't I? So that's basically what I said. And then as I got closer now, I started watching a few more videos on it. I'm more and more excited because we've only got like less than a couple of weeks. And I'm just like getting a boner over it. I swear to God. I'm looking at the countdown clock on my bloody PlayStation.
He's getting a rock hard katana, guys. He's getting a rock hard katana.
Yeah.
Getting ready to whip his red hair out.
I always love Tenchu. I always love Tenchu series as well.
Yeah.
Tenchu was
Gaiden
one of my yeah, Ninja Gaiden, Tenchu. These are my favourites when I was younger. But and I've always wanted like a proper like, you know, sort of like an Oriental type deep game. And the realism on it is amazing because we're fortunate as gamers these days to actually have something that nice. But that you got Cyberpunk. I think if I'm honest, they're still going to be my games of the year. But I think that's just going to overtake it just because of how much I love Tenchu. I know it's not going to be anything like Tenchu, but because of that whole aspect of it, I'm going to like this Tsushima that a little bit much more.
So that's
and plus,
yours.
Exclusive, yeah. But it's very close to that and Cyberpunk.
It's a tough year. It is a tough year because you've got. Well, I'll tell you what mine is, and then I'll go through the list of why it's hard. I think just based on what I'm into and everything else, I've already played my game of the year, and that's Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was absolutely fucking amazing. Really, really good. And I think everyone's slating it, saying that, oh, it's not the whole game. But guys, it takes about 30 or 40 hours to complete it. That's more than a full game, and they're doing it in sections. So that's just Midgard, but you're going to get everything else after that. And I think they've done it so well. The characters was amazing. The graphics, I ain't even going to talk about the graphics, but it's all there. It's a complete package. And for me, Final Fantasy VII wasn't even my favorite out of the series. But when after I played that, and I thought, fucking hell, do I like this one more than Final Fantasy VIII? Do you know what I mean? It made me sit there and think about what my favorite one was. But I'm like you, I cannot wait for Ghost of Tsushima. I loved Resident Evil 3 remake. We got Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
We've just got a year of good games, haven't we? But I think for me, it's still Final Fantasy at the minute. I might change my mind, but it's still Final Fantasy.
But just real quick there, just on the assumption. So I know it's not part of the question, but just real quickly, just while it's fresh. You know, you blasted Last of Us 2. That compared to what your assumptions, because this is only based on assumptions of Cyberpunk and Ghost of Tsushima. What do you think at the moment? Because seeing how you've played Last of Us 2, and I liked it. I watched his gameplay. I didn't play it myself.
Yeah.
But I watched his gameplay because I knew I'm going to get around to it for a while. But as JayNotion, he loves The Last of Us all over. So I'm quite interested to hear your opinion on that, to be honest. Last
of Us 2, I loved it. And I'm not going to ride all the stuff that everyone else is saying. Oh, it was short writing. It was
no. Fuck all that.
Fuck all that.
Fuck all that. No.
I
fuck
really
all that. Just
it.
you.
But I still saw flaws in it. Whereas when I played Final Fantasy VII, the remake, it was fucking. It was absolutely flawless. The length of it, the voice acting, how it was put together, the bosses. I didn't feel any of it was dragged out. Although I really liked The Last of Us 2, I thought the last section where I won't spoil it for you, but the last section after she goes back after Abby, all that bit didn't need to be there. They could have just ended it at the fight.
At some point,
all that shit that happened after, you didn't need it. You could have just ended it there. It would have ended the story. That bit was dragged out, and I just think it was a great game, but it could have, I don't know, put it together a bit better. If that makes sense.
How would you compare that with what you've seen of Ghost and Cyberpunk at the moment? Do you think, just based on what you've seen from the trailers and a little bit of gameplay from Cyberpunk and Ghost, is better than Last of Us 2?
Yeah.
Or your friends?
I think it's better. And I think that's only... I love the story, love the acting and everything else. I think the voice actors did amazing in The Last of Us 2. I can't fault them for it. But the way it was put together, some bits I was like, oh, fucking hell, I don't want to play this anymore. I don't want to do this section anymore. It was, hurry it up. It doesn't add anything to the story. Whereas Ghost of Tsushima, I'm all about the samurai, and I think... Yeah, Sucker Punch is an open world map. You could do little missions, change your items, photo mode. So that's a big tick. And then I think Cyberpunk is an RPG. Although I'm not as big as a sci-fi fan as you are, I'm still into all that. And I thought, RPG. Look at all the stuff you could drive trucks like Mad Max style over the desert. And
I
don't think you can go wrong with it.
So that's what I forgot to mention as well, real quickly. Avengers. I'm actually looking forward to that as well.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about
that. Avengers. Sorry, I forgot about that. Because you can do like the co-op and stuff as well. I can play with my boy, and plus I'm a Marvel fan. I'm more DC, but I love Marvel as well, don't I? Yeah. I think you're more Marvel, aren't you? You're more Marvel, and I'm the DC. We're opposites, but we're friends.
Yeah. Well, Batman on his own DC. Love Batman. Batman is my ultimate hero. But yeah, I'd probably say I would because I like X-Men, into Spider-Man. Yeah, more Marvel than DC.
Spider-Man. Oh, we got to do one on PS5, like exclusives that have been released. Because I watched the when they did the announcement things and all that. But I think that's one for another
amazing,
time.
That is.
Mate, I think I'm put money aside for it. I just need to know if I'm going to do it or not. We'll have a discussion about this. We need to work some pros and cons about that.
We've got 5. Well, we've got more, but I reckon we've got 5 more questions. Happy with that?
Go on. Yeah. Go.
We're going to split this into just the only one, guys. Don't panic. We're going to keep doing loads of these. Just keep firing the questions at us. Next one. What is your favourite TV series of all time? Easy one for me, but I'll let you go.
Supernatural. Carry
really?
on. Yeah.
I would never have guessed that. I would have said Buffy the Vampire Slayer for you.
Oh no, I watched that from the beginning to the end, but I watched the Winchesters.
Buffy.
That was it's well, it used to be 18 when I was Babbers. You know, does anyone know what 18 is? No. Mr. T. No.
Yeah. 18. Sorry, I thought you said when I was 18. Yeah, the 18.
No, the 18.
I played the fool.
But my series, which I've actually bought, because I'm a fan of the supernatural, demons, dark stuff, and all that. You know what I mean? Well, you know, I'm like you said, Buffy the Vampire. So I did watch Buffy the Vampire. So when I was a kid, actually, funny enough. But it's supernatural because I watched the series when it started, and it's had to take a pause because of pandemic and all that. It's fair enough. People's got to stay safe and all that. But I've started it to the finish. But this is what I've been getting into because the stories get so deep. It's ridiculous. Even at one point, I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's had me. Apart from that, it's like there's a few animes I can name, but there's too many animes to name. But in terms of a series, like a mainstream series, it's Supernatural. Yeah, I know. Everyone,
fair enough.
Yeah. Everyone likes what they like, man.
Do you want to have a pop up what mine is?
What yours is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, easy. Too easy. For obvious reasons, who doesn't like Game of Thrones? But yeah, I loved it. I think it was you that got me into it. Actually, you started saying, watch this," and I think
I told him
series 4 or 5 was in at that time. I started watching from 1, and I thought, "Oh my God, she pushed him out the window. Brother and sister having sex. What's going on?" And then all of a sudden, old Neddy Stark got his head lopped off, and I thought, it's just one of those things. Like you can watch every episode, and you look at it, and you think, yeah, that's the character. This is that. You got it in your head, and then they just kill the character off, and you're like,
I told him for fucking donkeys. Yeah. I swear to God, he's right. You got to watch it because there's so much stuff. I tell him, but like I said, our Netflix list and all that is massive, people. So it's not his fault. So anyone Game of Thrones fans, don't blame him. It's not his fault. But what you need to know is he's one of the biggest Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Game of Thrones fans, and they all tie in. Oh, and Skyrim. So it all ties in together as far as
fantasy stuff.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
But all I'm saying is, I just told him, just watch an episode. Just do me a solid. What I said to him is, when I'm really into it, is just watch an episode. Watch one. Next thing, then he's fucking. You banged out your missus.
I binged it.
Did you binge it? Yeah, he smashed it.
I've watched it 5 times now, all the way through, from season 1 to 8.
5 times. He's telling me stuff I can't even remember. He's like, "Oh yeah, he knows such thing." Who's that again? He's like, "Oh, that's such a." I'm like,
it even went to the extent I got Hazel involved in it, and amazingly, for my birthday, was it last year or the year before? She took me to Belfast. Went to the Game of Thrones exhibition, and we went on the tour where they showed us Winterfell, the forest where Ned Stark and that, where they first find the direwolf pups. The best bit,
amazing.
Yeah, I'm jumping in on the question now, sorry, but the best bit.
That's all right, Nicole.
The absolute best bit for me was when they took us to a port where Jamie and Brienne were walking along the road. You know, we see the people hanging from the trees. There was a tour guide that was taking it. He said, "That's the tree there." Literally showed us a picture of it. I thought, "Oh my God!" But when we got out, we went across Robb Stark's camp from the first series, and then when we were about to jump back on the coach, the guy said, the tour guide, he was like, "Right, before we get back on the coach, we want to give you the chance to meet one of the stars of the show, or actually 2 of the stars of the show." So I'm like, "Fucking, who's it going to be?" All the girls are going, "Oh my God, it's Jon Snow! It's Jon Snow! He's going to come out!" It wasn't Jon Snow, But the fucking best thing that happened, this fucking, I kid you not, you can ask Hazel if you don't believe me. This van pulls up.
I know.
This van pulls up and this fucking doors open and two direwolves come out. And it's Summer and, can't remember what the other ones, it's basically Sansa and Rob's direwolves. They were
I got the photos.
Amazing. And we had photos taken with them, and the two guys that had them as dogs, they were actually extras in the show. They were Dothraki in the show. And they were showing us pictures like with Emilia Clarke, Daenerys, and all that. And I thought, you lucky bastards! You lucky bastards!
He likes a bit of Emilia.
Oh yeah.
Well, he doesn't. To be fair, I'll forgive him for Terminator.
I think we all will.
Because you sent me the photos. Like, there's a sword. The sword's running. Explain your better than I.
Ice.
The swords. He's wearing.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
You wearing a cape or not? He sent me these photos. Was it? Because this is when he first started getting with his girlfriend at the time. They first started going together. Do you mind me saying this or not?
Hey, carry on, mate. Carry on.
Okay. So So he tells me about his surprise birthday present. I went, shit, bruv, you better put a ring on that.
I still haven't.
Lock that dying. Any woman that recognizes something that you love that much, shit. And then he sent me photos of wolves because you had pictures of the wolves, didn't you and Hazel and all that. Mm-hmm. But oh my god, it's really weird because I know how much he loves all this sort of stuff, right? But when someone loves something so much and you're excited for them when you see it, you're like,
yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
Good vibes.
Yeah, it is.
Thing. I completely forgot about it. That was right at the end. We got on a coach.
And he sat on a frame. It was his profile picture at one point.
Yeah.
He sat on the frame.
I sat on the phone. And he took us to the forest where... I can't remember where it was now. It's I think it's where Catelyn Stark had a scene with Rob or something. And there's like these old ruins. And basically we got off the back of the coach and they pulled off all these like props. And we had the Stark... gowns.
You were in a cape, weren't you?
Yeah, it was fucking heavy. It was like the Stark gowns. You know, they wear like the
it's like proper robes or something.
Yeah, and this guy pulled off all these like rolled up pieces of cloth, and he basically said, right, who thinks they're good with their knowledge of the show and can name all the swords and all that sort of thing. And everyone's going, oh, ice, because everyone knows Ned Stark's sword. He pulls out this fucking claymore like that. There you go. And it was a prop. It wasn't the actual sword. He said, but it was a replica of it. Fucking as big as me. The one I remember was Widow's Well because of Joffrey. So I went, oh, Widow's Well. And he went, there you go, Joffrey Baratheon. There you go. He gave me the sword. And I'm fucking like this with Joffrey's sword. The best one,
he did.
Was
he really did.
Oathbreaker, Brienne's sword. It was amazing. It was like gold and it had like red gems in it, and it was fucking beautiful. And I want to get a replica of it one day.
You'll put some of the photos together, like a video or something, to show the people.
Yeah.
It's like because I thought it was really good because I was lucky enough because I got to see this because the thing is, if I was there, I'd be loving it. But I'm not too massive into it, am I? Unless something directly to do with myself. But you have stuff that you love, isn't it? It turns out he loves it, and if it's my, if I was like a Transformers convention, for example, or an anime convention, I'd be like,
like a rat up a drain pipe.
Yeah, exactly that. But I tell you what, though, it was amazing though, and the wolves were fantastic there because it was really like little muckers, weren't they? They didn't look little.
The pups, yeah, but the actual wolves they got off the vans were they were
massive,
They were like up to my tit. I was like, fucking hell. His eyes went right, and I thought, fuck, are you sure?
I think that's when people forget how big wolves actually are.
Yeah, massive. It was a certain breed of. It was a dog. It was a sleigh dog bred with a wolf, and that's where they said the direwolf's name came from. It's like a half breed of a wolf and something else, but they were huge. But the best thing for me, we're going off a bit of topic now, but we're talking about the trip. But the best thing for me was the going in the exhibition. And they did have the throne at the end where you could sit on it and have your photo taken. But the best thing for me was going into the exhibition. They had all the costumes. They had like different sections of different sets. So they had like the wall. They had a Walker section where you had the outfit of the Night King, like the actual actor wore. You had Sansa and all the actual props, outfit, sword were all there. But the best bit was, do you know the faceless wall? Where Arya's training to become a faceless man. I stuck
that picture on my PlayStation.
Yeah. There's like a tower, and it was all lit up, and it says "put your face in there." And me and Hazel was like, "Fuck her doing that." I got Hazel to do it first because I thought, well, if she dies, then I'm all right. So she stuck her face in there, and then it came up on a hologram on the actual tower, and I thought, oh my fuck it, and it looked like an actual piece of stone.
It looked too scary because was it?
Face was carved in it.
It's you know what? This is how scary it was, right? He's done this thing, right? He hasn't told me, and I get his picture. I'm like, what's this picture? It's like Hannibal Lecter's carved off someone's face.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the shit?
So clever.
You sent it through the PlayStation, didn't you? If I'm right.
So clever. Yeah.
I think I got it on our PlayStation messages. I'm like,
it was so clever. And I set Drogon as well. On the way out, you get to stand in front of a green screen. You go like that, and you got Drogon stood there, and he's like, looks like his face is touching you. I got that in the front room actually downstairs. But anyway, off for that. Otherwise, we'll be here all fucking night. We'll talk about that. Get it stiffy.
No, but your favourite though is what's your favourite TV series? I forgot.
That's one, isn't it? Really? Game of Thrones. Well, it might be Lord of the Rings when the new Lord of the Rings comes out.
Lord of the Rings. We'll see. Actually, you know what? There's another series actually, real quickly. Want to mention? It's not my favourite yet because it's on season 2 coming out in I don't know if it's July or September. It's called The Boys, anti-superheroes. What I'm going to say is The Boys, Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon
told me about that.
This one. That's on your list as well. It's one of the most fucked. If you're into like fucked up superhero shit, because there's a graphic novel I used to read called Martial Law. It's anti-heroes. Heroes are like they're like really good in front of you, but they're absolute assholes. Watch it to believe it. Okay, that'll do. Go on, Jay.
You should get a T-shirt for that, mate. You dropped a few lines on that one.
No,
send him some merchandise. Come on.
You know, it's so good though. It's so good, Jason. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's so good because season 2's come out soon. But it's like when I said to you about Stranger Things. He's only. Oh yeah, by the way, people. He's only just starting to watch.
Just on season 3.
He's just about made it in time. Okay, sorry, God.
I do like it. I do like it. I'm getting there.
You like it. He's sending me texts. He loves it.
He likes it.
He loves it. He loves it.
I do.
do.
What is your favourite film of all time?
That's you first.
That's the easy one. That is Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, the extended edition. Peace.
Okay.
Loads of reasons why. 4.5 hours, but I love that shit.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Transformers movie, animated, 1986. It's still my favourite. Nothing else pisses me off.
Everything else we're like, oh, I don't know. With movies, we're just like,
I got loads of movies which I love. There's loads out there. But you know, Optimus Prime, when he lands on Earth to save Autobot C, boom, 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 and he fights Megatron, and he gets fucking
gets ballisted.
And the soundtrack, I got the soundtrack. You got the touch. Dun, dun, dun. You got the power. One shall stand, one shall fall. If you recognise that reference, you know what I'm talking about. But that, not the Transformers bike. If anyone gets confused, Transformers animated movie, 1986, 87 one. Nothing to do with Michael Bay.
Watch
shit. Yeah. But yeah.
I need to watch it as well. I haven't seen it.
You shitting me right now.
Right, that's it. End of the podcast right there. End the meeting. Fuck him.
Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Headphones out. I'm fucking going.
Fucking leaving. Would you say that, Kratos?
I need to get up to speed with the anime. I'm not up to speed as you are.
Anime. There's so much out there. Because I've just recently got a couple of new channels. And Crunchyroll's a good free one as well, actually. Unless if you go premium, you can get all the additional stuff, which is more mature stuff. But that's a good freebie. But there's loads out there. But channels have been catching up on a few things. But I've always had anime channels. That's something I can't do without. I don't give a shit. I want to watch it I want to watch that shit in some 1080p. You know what I mean? I'm like, fucking hell.
Fuck the postman. Lob it over the fence. Yeah. Fuck, I'm watching some anime.
Yeah. Fucking damn right. Today, right, I was going to play some Until Dawn. And then I was having my dinner. I was having my lunch. I'm like, to Jason, he's like, no, you getting on? I'm like, yeah. Put on JoJo's Bizarre. It's it's on Netflix. So return to Netflix. Well, not return, just come on Netflix. And I've watched it before. They've revamped it as well. So there's a remake of it. So it just looks a lot prettier and stuff. You know what I mean? A few additionals. Hellsing is probably the best anime horror series that I've ever had, by the way. But this one, I was watching it. I guess, oh mate, I've just started watching it and I'm eating, and I'm getting sucked in. I'm sucked in. So I'm eating. If I can turn it off, I'll turn it off. But then my son calls me anyway. But I'm still like, what were you saying? He calls me. He calls me on Skype like, how important is this conversation? You know, I didn't know what to.
Well, fuck you, son. I'm watching JoJo.
Don't have to know.
You need to calm your mouth shit down.
And straight away said that to Jason, saying, "Look, mate, look at this." He goes, "It's already on his list. It is already on the list, but sometimes you've got to reiterate the fact, like, look at this bad boy."
I know I've said it 5 times. Fucking watch it now. Put your shopping down, leave Asda, get in the car, watch it now.
Dump the girlfriend, fuck's sake, come on.
She'll understand. Watch it, come on.
Yeah, just tell her it was from me, say, look, she'll understand.
Oh, mate. Right, we've got 3 left.
Mm-hmm.
You've probably got more of these than me. What is your funniest / worst drunken memory? I got one for you at fucking cinema.
Oh, can you start? Yeah, actually, you get Jason to start. Oh,
let me talk about.
Let Jason tell.
I'll tell you what mine is for him, and then I'll tell you mine after he's told you his. But the funniest thing.
I got one for you as well. Hey, you start with mine, and I'll start with yours.
And then we'll talk about each other separately, right? So
yeah.
For him, the funniest thing I've witnessed him do is we went to watch It. The first It, not the original, the remake It. And we went to the cinema. I picked him up, and he's already teetotal. When he comes out the door, he's already steaming. He's chewing curb already. He comes in, he gets in the car, and he's got he's ready to roll. He's ready for a night on the town, and he's smashed off of his tits. So we get into the cinema, and all the way through the film, all the way through. I don't know why we didn't either get the shit beaten out of us or get thrown out of the cinema, because all the way through the film he's going, look at that fucking cunt. Look at And then anything that comes on the screen, he's like broadcasting it to the whole fucking I was pissing myself laughing. Eventually this bloke behind goes, would you keep quiet over there? And he turns around and goes, no. Just looks at him. No.
Don't do that, people. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was stupid on my part.
He goes to the toilet. He goes to the toilet 2 or 3 times. By the way, tries to go out the fire exit. Runs across the bottom. You see him run across the bottom of the screen. And he eventually finds the toilet. The 3rd time he comes back from the toilet, he walks up the stairs. Goes, I can't even explain it. He goes across the front of me. He goes to sit down next to me in the chair. I think he actually slipped on my foot. I don't know. He slipped on something. He lands sideways onto the armrest. Crunch. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I said, "What's the matter?" And he's like, I'm like, "What's the matter?" And he's fucking starting. He's going, "Oh, my ribs. Oh, my ribs."
Anyway, stairs.
Anyway, he's going on about it. Oh, my ribs. Oh, my ribs. Anyway, night ends. We're all over. Next day, he rings me. He said, "Oh, do you know when I fell over on my ribs?" But yeah, he went, "Got 3 fractured ribs. I'm on my way up to in."
Yeah.
I should laugh. You break your ribs, but honestly, it was one of the funniest things I have ever fucking seen, and that was the worst I've ever seen you drunk, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, no, was it? Because I had these shots and that like that in my pocket. I'm like,
yeah, you were sneaking in little whiskey shots, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't know why though. I think that was an effort of I was pissed off about something. But then again, there's a few things. I don't want to make excuses, but don't do that. That's not a good thing to do. By the way, it's me and him because I was lucky because he was there. Because when I fell over and cracked myself, he picked me up and got me back. You know what I mean? But there was a few things, there's a few issues, which if I remember, there's a few things going on, weren't there? And I'm really sorry about that. But we sort of watched him.
I apologise, mate. It was the highlight of my life.
No. But it's been bad on my part. But what I'm saying is, I don't recommend that for anyone. We can laugh about it. Me and Notion can. But you know what I mean? It's just one of them which, bro, I did piss myself for a while. I'm getting fucked myself up. Asking, how did you manage that? You went to cinema? Yeah, I did. How the fuck do you crack your ribs at the cinema?
Yeah, well, I didn't know anyone else. Who do you know that goes to the cinema and breaks their ribs?
I was going to lie and say,
let us know in the comments.
I was going to lie and say, you know what, my best friend, he got really pissed off at me and just fucking jabbed me. He rocky back in me. I thought I reckon that might have been better than saying, you know what, I fell over. Pissed up watching it. But you know what, for some reason, I always feel the need to tell the truth. It's like, because I hate bullshit. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. And I'm like, you know what I mean? But it was quite funny. But luckily, because my man was with me, I wasn't injured. But we laughed about it for a while. But when he came to see me, I started laughing. And I went, don't make me laugh, you cunt.
Yeah.
The pain. But what was it? It was funny. Well, it was stupid. Don't get me wrong, it was stupid. I don't recommend it for anyone. But it's a story to tell the kids when they're old enough.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Go on then, what's yours for me?
What was it for my man, my favourite, right? One of our friends, like Dawn, she's a legend. It's like it's a leaving party.
Talk about it.
Right? Yeah.
Sorry, I'll shut up. Go on.
And I hadn't seen my man for a while either, right? So I just turns up to this bar. I'm like, oh God, I guess where's everyone? So I turns out, it's like a 2-floor, right? Go to the top floor, right? And who's this? Someone like goes for the crowd. This crowd literally this tight. Some stakes through like this. Go on, Jay, show me. How's it going? He stays through. He stays through. He dances his way through.
He dances.
He weaved and danced his way through. Yeah. He's waiting friggin'. Yeah! We ended up like, fucking going out messing about. And then my friend, our friend Dawn, wasn't it? She came over and it's like, but it's just the way he did. We could actually just have had a couple. But he's like this. He can't stop. He's like that. He's
had a couple. I don't think I had anything to eat. I was drinking since 5. You got there about 9, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's about 9, 9:30, I think. I've had a couple. He's like, after he did his fucking bunny dance me through thing, you know what I mean? He's like,
Ventura Pet Detective, wasn't it?
Yeah! That's it. He dances his way through. And I tell you what, though, it was some good moves, man. It was some good moves. It was definitely some good moves. It is. Even Dawn's like, is he alright? Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
He probably thought I was on drugs. And I could be, this is one thing I could say to you guys right now, right? And I'm not bullshitting anybody. I have never taken a drug in my life.
He doesn't do that.
Never smoked a fag, never taken a drug. And I don't know why. I think it's because I just think so many people in my family have been wrecked through drugs that I just think, I don't want to fucking end up like that. So I'm one of those people as well that I know if I take it, I'll either die or I'll become addicted to it and I'll never be able to get off the shit. That's what I think.
Well, to walk away. So people ask a good point actually. It wasn't vaping that. I just smoke with real cigarettes. I know it's probably not even much better, but it is a change, believe it or not. But I know it's not recommended. I know I'm smoking in this video because I still count this as smoking. I don't recommend it because nicotine is still addictive. You know what I mean? That's just going on a serious note. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know we drink and stuff and all this, and we do mess about that. But the thing is, when we do drink that, it's like it's not as if we drink like every day or carry on and go like mentals, is it?
Yeah,
you know,
chewing the wall, are we?
But like
that, yourself, people is what we're saying.
Yeah. It's like this. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like I've moved from I don't smoke normal cigarettes anymore at all. Like which is a bit of a big thing because I was started smoking on and off when I first tried it when I was like 14. And I stopped because I was training because I realised I was slower. And then I was training again. I was like a bit better. And when I got to college, which you'd call like university and all that, it's like I just started like drinking, smoking a lot because it's like when you smoke and all that. But no, it's like just avoid it. It's like I know I'm going to sound like a hypocrite because I'm smoking now, but you don't need to. It's like I wouldn't say it's right, sounding like a hypocrite or anything, but it's difficult. It's like peer pressure and everything else. It's like I was in the crowd, I was with different people, blah blah blah. I made my choices. At the end of the day, I can't blame other people. It's myself that did it. So the thing is, when you hold your hand up and say, "Look, I did this," that's on you then, and then you've got the responsibility then to make a change. So I've really made like slight changes and stuff. I never smoke in my house, never done any of that. Because I've got kids and stuff and all that, so I wouldn't ever do that. But it's like changing this. It's like kids not here now, you know what I mean? So it's like because it's a vape, it's like it's going to go out. But when the kids here, it's a different kind of fish.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you got
Sensible with it.
you got to recognize certain aspects of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
but as you say about peer pressure, mate, that is a genuine thing. Because my dad was the same. It took him ages to give up smoking, but he was the same. He said he only started smoking because his mates did. And it's like you said, although you got your, you can choose what you do and you don't do. Especially back then. I'm not saying like because you're fucking old or whatever, but back then, even now, peer pressure is a big thing. A lot of people do stuff because other people do it.
It's like when I was younger. It's like I lost my virginity when I was young. I was young, but I lost my virginity. But the thing is, it was never ready. This and that. It's like like boys that say, "Oh yeah, I'm the man, no, that's bullshit." It's still crap. It's like It's like you want any human being, just go when you're ready. But it's like it's one of these things, man. It's like giving in to the crowd that you're with, isn't it? It's one of those things, and that's what happened, and which is unfortunate. But as you get older, I'm a bit wiser. Well, wiser-ish. I don't know, maybe touch and go. I'm not really sure about that. But it's just one of those. All we're trying to say is, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. That's the main point.
Do you know what the best thing is about what you're saying there? And I can't remember who I think it was my nan that said this to me. And she always said to me, if you can sit there at any point in time and look at someone and go, do you know what? If I was in that again, I would have done that. It means that you're better now because you're sitting there thinking about it. Otherwise, if you didn't give a shit and you didn't grow, you wouldn't be thinking about it.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of growing. Is like when you think about yourself from stuff that you've done. It's like if you can reflect and actually analyze and say something, we'll see things that's actually happened and recognize it. Then you have grown as a person, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
I'm not an expert, but you know what I mean. But if you turn and say, nothing's different, then you're just still stuck in the rut when you're like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Fucking hell, I get serious now. Like
this. What's going on?
Bit of philosophy, bit of comedy, chatting cock and whatever as well. Good mix. This is a mixed bag. We'll do 2 more, yeah? And then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, do it, man.
What is, from what you can remember, your worst/funniest drunken memory for yourself?
Oh, can you go first?
Yeah, I've got a very specific example.
Yeah, go on. Can you go first?
I think I was about 18, and it was just a standard night. I didn't do anything like, I didn't smash a car or anything like that. I didn't do anything stupid. I got annihilated drunk, as everybody does at that age. And I don't remember walking home. I don't remember who I was out with, what it was for. It was that bad I got that drunk. But what I do remember is when I got to the gate, I was living at my mum's at the time. When I got to the gate, I thought I was Linford Christie, and I thought I could just jump over it. Just do stupid shit, didn't you? When you drink, you think you can jump over cars and lift fucking tires and stuff. So I decided to try and jump over the gate. I fucked over the gate, did a cartwheel, landed in there, smashed my hip up or whatever. Anyway, went inside. And this is the bit I don't remember. And I think when I flipped over the gate, I must have blacked out because apparently my mum then came out and said, "What are you doing? You fucking prick, get inside." And then I went in, and this is nothing. I don't recall any of this, but this is what my mum's told me that I've done. Apparently, I went to bed, and within 5 minutes, I got out of bed, walked into my mum's room, said to my mum, "There's someone knocking on the door. Go and answer it." So she went and answered it. I got in the bed with my dad in the bed, started chatting to him about EastEnders, and he said, "Jace, what the fuck are you doing?" And I was talking to him about EastEnders, and I said, "Well, what do you think about this storyline?" Well, he's like, "Jace, just go to bed." He said, "You're in bed with me. Like, what are you doing?" So I got out of bed. I turned round. My mum had a pair of slippers underneath the radiator. I pissed in the slippers, both of them. I walked out of the room. At this point, my mum's coming back up the stairs. I went out because my mum's house, you go down onto a landing, turn, and then go down again. I walked down to the landing, got my dick out. I pissed down the stairs. My mum had to jump out of the way. And honest to God, I'm not making this shit up. She had to jump out of the way, pissed down the stairs. And then she was like, apparently she was shouting at me, saying, "Put your cock away. You're pissing down the stairs, you fucking idiot. What's the matter with you?" I put my knob away, went downstairs. At this point, she thought someone was still at the door, so she left the door open. I walked past her, went out the door, did a cartwheel, just fucking for the hell of it, landed in the flower bed. And then what I do remember, I don't know how much time passed, it might have just been seconds. I remember then coming to, my mum stood over me, like literally over me like that, going, get out of my fucking flat. And it dragged me out. And then next thing, I woke up the next day with the most horrendous hangover. And she said, what I did was I did a cartwheel, landed in her fucking flower bed and led there for about 10 minutes. I wouldn't move. The one thing she was pissed off about more than anything wasn't even the slippers or whatever. That day, she went out to the Cadbury Garden Centre and bought about 20 fucking exotic plants. She spent 20 fucking quid on each, planted them like specifically that day, and I decided to do a fucking cartwheel and have a little nap on them. But that is the worst I have been. That is the worst I've been. I remember snippets of it, but she's going, "Oh, you did this, you did." I said, "Mum, I wouldn't do that." She went, "You fucking did." My dad's like, "Yeah, you did." But that's probably the worst I've been.
Did you have a blackout then? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I did. I blacked out loads of times.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got one. There's some which are a bit more nasty, but I think there's probably this one which is one which is embarrassing, which is embarrassing purely, but one which is like still embarrassing but funny-ish. I'm not sure. I'll say it anyway. Right. This is stuff that I like to want to forget because I mean this is when I was way young. Yeah. But anyway, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, we ain't going to judge. That's what we're here for, mate. We're sharing our past in that.
So at my local, I used to go to the local when I was a kid. I used to drink underage anyway because I got away with like a lot of stuff because of the beard and that. You know what I mean? And well, to be fair, it's like the landlady. She knew. Was it her son was one of my friends? Like, well, I can't know, dumb man. So it's like drinking, but then when he changed hands and that, there's this guy, and he's a fucking right asshole. I'm like that. He's just like being an absolute dick. New landlord and that when he changed hands. So I was a bit pissed off because Tracy and that had to move. You know, like my friend's mum, blah blah blah. Pub taking over. But at the bar like this, right? You know, you're at the bar, get a drink and that. Fucking get my dick out, don't I? I guess I think I'm drinking a beer. I'm down a beer and pissing on the bar like that. What are you doing? That? He looks at me and went, yeah. And I was a bit pissed up anyway. I was only. Now, was it at that point you let us stay anyway? Like, because all the boys said, "Oh, let him stay to the come and drinking," but I can't say no. You're an asshole. This is what you did, chasing all that, right? Was it stayed at my friend's house, which right corner from the pub? Should we go for a mix? He's like, Vic, you know what happened last night? Well, what? Because you pissed the bar night, you're barred for life. Like, oh, fuck, okay.
So you were drinking with one and then pissing with the other?
Yeah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the eyes as well, you know.
What is it? And I know it's a real thing because it's called Dutch courage, but why is it when you're drunk, you just the stupidest shit that you would never fucking even think of when you're sober? You look at it, you think about it, and you go, I'm gonna fucking do that shit.
Even if I'm rancid,
that's the best idea I've ever had.
Even if I'm rancid now, mate. Even if I'm rancid now, I wouldn't even in a million years think of doing that. But mate, I was like 17. It's not an excuse, but I did it, and it's something I can't forget.
Yeah.
Did you know? Was it even to this day, bro? Even stay. It's like my friend Jody at her wedding, right? Yeah. I don't know how it fucking came up, but even at my friend's wedding, right?
Yeah.
Does anyone remember when we just had a piss on Tim's fucking bar? I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did that come from? And then JD and I saw him, he was pissing himself. Like, piss himself, pun not intended.
Yeah. Nice. How the
hell does that come up? How the hell does that come up in the conversation? I'm like, yeah, it's when it's just going to live with me. You got to deal with it, I think. Well, I got to deal with it. But if I'm honest, it's one of those I want to just forget. So when it's like, was it
That's not bad, though. That's not bad.
Well, it is when you're sort of like dogging someone up, looking them in the eyes and pissing a bit. I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what the fuck that is. It's definitely something wrong.
I know, but I just find it crazy that, like, it is more so when you're younger, and I think you might have been the same, but when I was younger, I drank loads different to what I'm drinking now. When I was younger, I went through so many different drinks. I used to start with Black 4, and I was like, yeah, Black 4, brr. And then I got to a certain age where, and it was the drink, because there was nothing else going on in my life at the time, but I would always either end up crying or fucking doing something stupid. And I thought, right, I've got to change my drink now, because it's a drink that's making me do it. So I switched to like beer, went to Budweiser, and then you get another point with that where you think, fuck it, this is fucking me over now. I'm going to swap with something else. Do you know what I mean? But I just find it mad that when you're drunk, when you're that drunk, you think of something and you go, fucking piss on this bar. That's a fucking great idea. You wouldn't do it, would you? You wouldn't do it any other time, but you're like, it's like, gonna do it. Yeah.
It's like now, right? It's like the things is like this is what I mean. I fucking hate. So this is why I like hate going out. Like no. It's like it's like some of a bit younger, or it's like I go with my team. Go with a team that you got like a kiddie. I call kiddies, which are like 20s, and it's like I used to think. Hear me out on this one, right? When I was in my 20s, me and one of my friends, right? When we was 15, we're like. Oh, we're getting a bit older now. We know a bit of stuff. No, you don't. Get 5 years later, 20 years old. We know a lot more now. No, we don't. Yeah. 25. No, you don't. 30. No, you don't. I'm 40. I still don't understand women. But it's like, the things. One thing I understand is like with kids, right? Which I do call kids. It's like teenagers and stuff. Okay, so look, I've already been there. When you explain it to them, I get vexed. I'm like, because they're like, yeah, you get that. I'm like, oh my god, I was that asshole. I'm like, I remember when I was told by my parents, going, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, and they give you this advice. You're like, yeah, whatever, granddad. But oh my god, they speak the truth all the time, and you're like, oh fuck, 100%. And all I'm thinking is, when Jack comes at me, I'm like, going, oh, here it comes.
I used to argue with my mum all the time. I still do now sometimes, but I used to think, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're telling me shit. No, that's not how that's going to be. She was right 99% of the time.
But that's the problem though, isn't it? Everyone knows. The family always knows. And the thing is, it's like when I got up too much out of control when I was like 17, and that's when some uncle took me under the fighting. He goes, you got too much aggression, this and that. Clearly it's something to let out. Do a bit of, box some shit out, innit? It's like you fighting, it's like, what's it? Mate, will you show me when you fucking half cut that dude in the fucking face, mate? So that, let a bit of aggression out. You can't tell me that.
Kicked him in the chops, that's one of them.
You can't tell me that it's just all purely, that wasn't, I know that was a competition, that was just not, it's all purely to the competition. There was something in there, because, mate, you fucking douche.
Yeah. You got to, you channel shit that's pissed you off, building weeks of building up to it. You got to.
That's what I mean. And then what's what I mean, because my uncle, you recognise that. And it's like, certain things, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I've lost and lost. I don't regret anything I've done, because that means I'll be a different man I am today. Anything changed in the timeline, that means it fucked shit up. And I do believe in the stuff like that. That's another conversation.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? It's like, I am who I am. It's like, I've got the scars, you've got the scars. I've got everything to prove it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just what you do with yourself now, isn't it?
100%, mate. It's 100%. Philosophy.
Socrates.
But yeah, send some comments through. We finished with the last one, which I thought was a really good one to do. I don't actually know who you would say for this, but I'll let you go first. Who is your icon / role model and why? Not family. Who do you aspire to be or look up to? Who is your icon, even now growing up?
Probably The Rock, or Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah?
Yeah. The reason why is it's so simple. It's just the thing is he's like, his dad and that was a pain in the ass. Didn't have my dad. He didn't have much of his dad and all that. He aspired to his dad. I aspired to be my dad. Didn't have my dad. Fortunately, if you don't know, it's not a sob story. Lost my dad when I was younger. Don't worry, I'm over it. You know what I mean? Nothing to worry about. But it's like his strength, his character. He reminds me of my uncle. My uncle took me under his wing because it's like, you know what I mean, like a man in my life. It's like the strength, the power. It's like, make you, give you that push up the ass.
Yeah.
I think it'd be me for him. So we're wrestling that. It's like, you know what I mean. When you're falling down, you get back up. That sort of attitude, because that's what I mean. So when I've fallen hard, I still get back up. So, guy, for me, it inspires me. Apart from Keanu, but
Keanu, shout out to Keanu Reeves.
But as a mentor, though, probably The Rock. But they're both really cool. You know what I mean? Because to be fair, actually, saying that though, Keanu Reeves, what he does is like, you know, he switches from this, that, he deals with dickheads, but he's one of the nicest guys on the planet. It's like he does this, he does that. It's like he travels like on like public transport. He looks after people. I've seen things on tweets. I'm like, is that actually do that? You know what I mean? He doesn't. He's above himself. And it's the same with The Rock. Even though Rock is powerful, he inspires people. He wants people to like motivate. Keanu Reeves, I think they're both in that sort of same sort of category. From what I didn't know these people.
No, I think you're right. You don't ever see him in trouble, do you? He's always doing the right things. You never see him flashing his money or anything like that. But
no, but these are the people that I don't. You know, these are people that I didn't even know about. But what I'm saying is, like, in terms of inspiring, I think these two do inspire me. You know what I mean? And then he gets to the point like he does Matrix, John Wick. It's like the guy. It's like Keanu. Yeah, I got the fault of him. I don't give a shit what people say. The Rock. He inspired me as soon as he's on the wrestling ring. Just to watch WWE.
Yeah.
And it's like he's like, wait. You know what I mean? He brings a crowd.
My favourite wrestler as well. Where does that?
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. That's what it is. He inspires it, doesn't he?
Yeah. 100%.
He inspires children. Do you know what I mean? I love it. But that's for me.
So you
what about you, bro?
Keanu Reeves.
I go to The Rock. Yeah,
easy
definitely.
one for me. Bruce Lee. Now and always.
Yeah.
Always Bruce Lee. I think, well, for obvious reasons, but when I was about 9, 10, my uncle used to look after me a lot when my mum used to go work in the day. So when I used to sit, he was mad on Bruce Lee films. Every time I was round, he was like, right. And I was 10 at the time. You imagine Bruce Lee films back then were quite gory. They're all like 18. There's loads of blood. There's loads of violence. But I didn't see that. I looked past all of that and I'm like, this is Bruce Lee.
No. Sorry, I was supposed to back up.
But I went past all of that and I'm like, I'd never seen anybody fucking move like that. And I wasn't into that. I think that's what got me into martial arts. I started looking at it and I thought, this guy's like a superhero of some kind. Like this is a person, he can move so quickly, but he was only 7 fucking stone, and he used to be able to hit people like 3 times his size, 3 times his height, like a heavyweight boxer. And I just couldn't. I was mesmerized by it. And I think that's what got me into it.
No, but you're right, Dave. The thing is, like, you're right. But the thing, that's what I mean. It's like, oh my God, it's like, I didn't even think about that because Bruce Lee, you got Muhammad, you got everything. It's like Bruce Lee, he showed wisdom as well. That's the other thing as well. Yeah. There's a lot of wisdom. And what else mean between these two blokes and all that? It's like the other thing because I was a bit older and stuff anyway, but it's like I didn't really like look at him as a role model. But when The Rock came in, it's like, yeah, that's what I can relate to. But it's like Bruce Lee's been there for like everyone around the world, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, he's a powerful man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he did a lot of philosophy stuff and I went mad then. As soon as I started seeing him, and when I grew up, I wanted to see more of his films and then started reading his books and like watching documentaries about him. I just went obsessed with him. Everything. I just started getting T-shirts, bloody you name it, and that's when I started getting into Taekwondo. So that's, although we didn't do Taekwondo, that was the closest martial arts school to me in my area. And I thought, I want to start doing this, I want to start doing that, and then that's where I just started getting into.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, though, does it?
Arts. Yeah,
but it doesn't matter though. It's like whatever you're doing as a style. If you fought him in this day and age, if he was alive, if you fought him, he'd respect you for your fighting. He respect you for your dignity. Yeah.
Well, one of the most respectful people out there. And what people don't realise, which I was really surprised at, is that what's now known as MMA, UFC, and all that kind of stuff. He was the pioneer for it. Although it came from Brazil, and they started doing all the ground fighting and mixing it all together. It was Bruce Lee that started incorporating just gloves and just full contact sparring, because he just said there's no point in dancing around. It's not ballet. If you're going to learn to fight, you need to fight with respect, and that's where all the mixed martial arts came from. It, and I thought, fuck, I didn't even.
That's why I did and stuff as well. That's what I mean, because that's what I mean. It's like if he was alive today, Jesus Christ, I still believe it now. He could take down everyone.
Yeah, he was a machine.
I still think it's like, was it? Yeah, I watched this movie. So I know it's a movie, but sometimes a movie's just not a movie. But it's like the guy's a guy. The guy's a gent. If he's another level. As far as
on another, like you said, not just martial arts, philosophy and racism as well. A lot of people don't realise that when he was because he's originally obviously from Hong Kong. When he came over to Seattle,
in America.
He wanted to bring over his teachings to America. His the Eastern side said to him, he said, you can't do that. You're not training anyone that's non-Asian. You're not doing.
Yeah, he had to fight for it.
He had to fight.
Didn't he? He had to fight. He had to fight for it, didn't he?
Literally
and then his wife and his wife was white, and it's like everyone fucking shit.
Yeah,
you know
her parents disapproved of him because he was Chinese, and they said to him, "You have to stop teaching non-Asian people. You can't teach black people. You can't teach white people. This is an Oriental art. It's an Oriental style." And he basically just said, "Fuck you, I'll do what I want." Literally fought for it. And then from that point, that is what brought martial arts over to our side of the world, which is fucking crazy. That's what.
Oh no! I remember it. I remember. Well, I wasn't there, but then I remember the story.
That's in the stands. Woo! Hit him, Bruce. Hit him, Bruce.
Bruce, go on, boy. Go on, Bruce.
Did you know, little tip, Bruce Lee moment. Did you know his real name's not Bruce Lee?
No, it's not. It is I forget what it is, but I saw his birth certificate.
Lee Jun Fan.
There you go. But yeah, there you go.
There you go, Bruce Lee. Fun fact.
Lee. But I tell you what, but it was it. The point is, though, he's passed, and was it? And the thing, though, it's like he did a lot of things for like racism. The thing is, like, because was it all that shit going on and all that? It's like, oh my god, it's like, was it? It's like our child, he's mixed race, and it's like, I was it. What do I worry about, Jason, all the time? What about all the shit that unfortunately. Let's not talk about this too much. What I'm saying is, racism is bullshit. Don't like it, and I just can't deal with it.
Yeah,
leave it there. Innit?
It's something that I just think. I don't even know why it's there. Like, I just can't understand because we're not racist. I know, but I can't understand why someone can look at someone else and go, "I don't fucking like you because you're a different color to me." I just don't. Like, I don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand how you would ever look at someone and go, I'm not giving you the time of day. I don't want to know your name. Don't want to know your background. Don't know what you're interested in. Even if you're a nice person or not, don't care because you're a different colour to me. I just find that fucking bonkers.
Well, you know my rules, don't you? It's like, it's thing. I'm equal to everyone. It's like, if you're a cunt, you're a cunt. That's what I mean. And you're right.
That's a t-shirt right there. If you're a cunt, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
The Vman merchandise coming out next week.
Yeah.
If you're a cunt, you're a cunt. I love that. That's a quote.
Yeah.
That's a quote.
It's true though, man. How we doing? Got one more or are we done?
I think we're done.
Hey.
That's a good stretch.
That was a good effort. It's like everyone would say like, Jason, thank you so much for inviting me. Really enjoyed this. It's really good. I'm really sorry that gone off key a little bit. And
what it's about, mate. It's what it's about. A bit of fun.
But really enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun for me. And I tell you what, oh my god, I can't wait for the next lot.
Part two. We already got some topics. Part two. Aliens, God, paranormal, UFO sightings. We're already there, people. We're already there.
Oh, it'd be good to know like what topics you'd like to hear as well there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you've got anything else you want to say before we finish?
Well, the thing is, I think there's a lot in there. But it's like I think we threw a lot in. The alien things, definitely.
Yeah. We'll put that on as a topic anyway.
I reckon. Was it? No. I was going to say something about racism.
But it was a freaky stories for you.
Or it's not racism so much. I want to do like fighters. I want fighters like Michael J. White. He's an actor fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like fighters. Because a lot of fighters like Scott Adkins. He's part of Britain. But I think he's a great fighter.
Yeah.
I reckon a thing would be good. But I don't know. And what depends what the people would say.
We'll put that in anyway. We can squeeze that in.
Yeah. What is it? It's like well, it's like gaming wise. I think Ghost of Tsushima. Because
next time I think we'll be playing it.
We got 2 weeks, but we got to work out. I think we're gonna love this game, man.
We'll give you a little taster about what we think in the next one as well.
Yeah. But anyway, what are you thinking?
Definitely aliens, definitely paranormal. Put some more gaming stuff in there, but it's all what you guys want. Just fire us over some comments like you did. Thanks very much, by the way, for those of you that did send them in. There's some really good questions in there. I really enjoyed that. Don't know about you, but it's a cracking time.
I thought it's amazing. Amazing questions, by the way. Take it easy, everyone.
It was cracking. Thanks, guys. This is the Vman. I'm JayNotion, Mr. Vman40, JayNotion, Twitch and YouTube. So episode 1, and I've gone with Let's Mingle. I've gone with the podcast called Let's Mingle because we're mingling.
Oh, let's mingle.
Let's
mingling.
We're touching our pieces together.
Yeah, he wishes. Dear little bitch.
So that's episode 1. We'll be back for episode 2. All I'm going to say is thank you very much, guys, for taking the time to watch the video. I'm not sure how long it is, but when it's up, it's up. So thank you for watching it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a like. Give us some comments.
Thanks for having me, JayNotion.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
We'll be back for part 2, guys. Thanks for checking us out. Let us know in the comments. And also, keep firing the questions. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. Until then, take care of yourselves. We'll see you again. Peace, peace, peace.
Bye.